3, 2, 1, go.
This is the final episode of the Cigar Junkies Podcast in its current form. Sunday mornings have been tough, missing family events or coming home early from weekends away, combined with dragging equipment across town for the last year has been a struggle. Sam, Jason, and I all have families, careers, and unfortunately, we don't see a light at the end of the tunnel for doing the show at a different time as a threesome. Giggity. As of right now, I plan to take the rest of the year to contemplate the future of the Cigar Junkies. I do plan to check in with you guys through the Facebook group and respond to your messages through the Gmail account. The end of this show, as it is now, has been difficult for me to process. But at the end of the day, the show is about having fun, and recently it's been harder and harder to get excited about getting on the mic. If the right circumstances can line up, I may bring the show back to you guys in 2025, but I can't make any promises for now. But for the time being, I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your support, encouragement, showing up week after week to burn sticks with us. The thing I am most proud of is the community that we have built here. So please continue to fly those junkie flags. But for the time being, set your butane torches to high and your expectations to low, because this is the Cigar Junkies Podcast. Set your butane torches to high and your expectations to low. Coming to you live from Just the Tip Cigars in the hills of the Steel City. Get ready to get your fix. This is the Cigar Junkies Podcast. Welcome to the Cigar Junkies Podcast, a cigar show for the community by the community. A forum that talks stogies, booze, food, and anything else in the cigar lifestyle. If you're looking for ratings, negativity, reviews, or an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place. Whether you like what you hear or not, please join the conversation and let us know by finding us at the Cigar Junkies Facebook group or emailing us at thecigarjunkies@gmail.com.
What's up, junkies?
Here we go again for the last time. Who is this good-looking guy sitting next to me, though? You know what I mean?
Who is that?
I am the fearless wonder.
Troy Harper.
You also have to get into the microphone.
Yeah, you got to get all
are-
up in its business.
Yeah, just cup the balls, buddy. Cup the balls.
Don't forget to cup them.
Yeah. So this, I mean, the biggest. What do we got here? We got.
I don't have any audio through his mic.
Well, that's something we should figure out, I imagine.
That's not.
If we need a
gonna
cable,
work.
there are cables in the mic bag. Let's get a new cable in there.
Yay!
While he does that, I will say, I believe this is, you don't have to just leave it right where it is. This is the furthest I think that anybody's ever come to see this show. And certainly the largest monetary commitment. Other way, buddy. Other end. Biggest monetary commitment to coming out and seeing the piece of crap that we call the Cigar Junkies Podcast. So we are certainly honored to have Troy Harper here with us, and it would be incredible
Testing one.
if he would be able to talk to you guys. I think we're good now, yes?
I think we are.
This is why I bring
Testing.
extra everything.
We got it.
Yay!
So
Anyway, thanks for having me here, guys. This is such a huge privilege and honor to be here, especially since this is the last show. Maybe not completely, like you said,
well,
but I believe bigger and better things will come down the road in
Well,
some shape or form.
will come. I know that.
So-
That's the only thing I know. So how's it been, man?
This
your
trip has been amazing.
Junkie Fantasy Camp weekend, man.
It's been
You've-
amazing.
You've
Amazing.
done a lot of
Really.
stuff.
We crammed a lot in.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Pittsburgh is everything I expected and more. Just such a beautiful city, and everyone, I just can't believe how great everybody is in this city. It's just been amazing.
I told Troy, I said, if you want the show to keep going, all you got to do is move to Pittsburgh, and we'll do it together. You know what I mean? Sam, don't get too. I ain't gonna drink it all at once, buddy.
You never know.
No, I just.
You never
He's
know. What the
looking at
future
I'm in La
holds.
La Land, bud.
He's looking at that glass like, oh, we're going out the way we came in, are we?
You never know what the future holds. You never know.
All right, so
So-
let's do this properly. Troy, how was your week?
It was fucking amazing. I'll just say
Oh,
that.
somebody got to owe a quarter.
We could introduce him.
I think I did. I said, "Who's the guy sitting next to me?" And it's Troy Harper, the beardless wonder. Do you want a different intro? Give it.
No, that was it. Good.
Okay.
Great.
But except the whole beardless wonder thing was
For a
missing.
guy with headphones on, he misses things. I don't.
No, he didn't have
don't
a mic
miss
at the time.
That's well. To be fair, I could hear him.
To be fair,
You couldn't because he.
To be fair.
I'm not.
I always
doing,
wanted to sing that with you.
He's like, I always want to be part of that one.
I can only do the low parts today.
We need to get we need to maybe get a barbershop quartet going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
won't
been
be
to a barber shop in a long time, buddy.
We'll just travel around and sing "To be fair, to be fair."
To be fair,
It's Diddy's face.
although if I was going to go to a barber shop, I would go to House of Feruza because that place is awesome. I do take my son there. I do take my kid. What are we shaking our head at?
Why is there a button with Diddy's face?
That's been there the whole time.
I know, but it just clicked in my head
Press
right
it
now.
and see what it says. I don't remember.
Fucking shit out of you.
To hell with the swear jar. It was the I'm gonna mind fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah. I knew it was from Get Him to the Creek, but I couldn't remember
Yeah, there's
what
a
it
lot of
was. It
lines.
was like, look, I'm eating my own head. Ow. That did not age well, did it?
No.
That scene where he's chasing them down the hallway.
Aged like milk.
You can't outrun me. I'm black.
It definitely added something to it with the whole, oh, never mind. The Get Him to the Greek and Diddy being who Diddy is and Diddy do how Diddy do.
and all the
Diddy
baby
done.
oil.
Yes.
Diddy done.
Yes, that entire party strikes me
Do
as
what Diddy done, Diddy do.
Yeah. Don't make me sing, babe. Don't make me do it. Oh, it's rough. It's rough, man.
Well, you played last
You
night.
guys
didn't you?
killed it last night, though.
4 hours. And the worst part was I woke up yesterday with like that little tickle in the back of the throat.
Yep.
Like, oh no. Like I should have I don't even know if I slept with the fan on, but if I did, that was probably the cause of it. But all day, just like sweating like, which one is it? Peel or the other?
Yeah.
Just sweating like Peel. Like, oh no. I've eaten Luden's throat lozenges like Tic Tacs all day long. I drank 3 cups of tea with honey in them, like just doing everything I could. Like, please let me have enough in the tank.
In my guitar case, when I would perform all the time, I had a bottle of spray chloroseptic.
Just getting at it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
just in case you ran into Diddy.
One more time for Troy. To be fair, I made it.
Thank you.
I made it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you got through it.
well, and it doesn't ever seem to occur to me until the day of the show that it's a horrible idea to put Journey at the very end. Song number 33 that I sang last night is Journey, Faithfully. And it's like,
Faithfully's, God, is that?
why? Yeah. I did it.
My best friend
You
sang
did
that
it.
at my wedding, and that's a rough song, especially if. But I mean, you take pretty good care of your voice.
I try.
You've developed a very fine instrument.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
That may be the single nicest thing without a caveat that you've ever said to me. I appreciate that very much.
But you don't know your A's and A's, your O's, and whatever the hell that thing is he always says.
He
Don't.
tries telling me that, and I
I
start
know.
having. I turn into the meme with the trigonometry floating in front of my head. What I'm like, wait, what? A's and O's. O's
Don't
and
owe
A's.
your A's, A your O's.
Ew.
Well, I gotta
That's
give
gonna
it-
be
I mean,
Jason's breakfast cereal. A your O's.
I gotta hand it to you though. Anyone that will attempt to do Steve Perry's voice, you've got some balls on you, man. I tell you what,
They're small.
I've never been brave enough
and
to
useless.
try and do any Journey songs with Steve Perry because I know my voice. There's no way.
And we do.
I would crack big time if I try to get my voice up that high. But so I give you kudos, man.
I appreciate that.
You nailed it. I mean, you.
It's a diverse set list for
Yeah.
sure, man. There's many gender benders along the way. A lot of craziness. So, Troy, can you inform for Jason and Sam can you remember what your travels have been since you got here? Like, what was it like when you came in? Where are all the places that you did get to go to?
Oh gosh, well, let's see here. We got to the hotel. We went to Pacino's. Chapino's, I'm sorry.
I was like,
Pacino's. I didn't even know he.
I'm thinking of Al Pacino.
I was like,
Al Pacino don't own that place. Anyway, but no, Chapino's. Went to Chapino's.
Peggy Bundy's, and they're like, ow.
Spent a lot of time in there that evening. Had the Chapino special, or their plate with all the mussels and clams and shrimp and yeah, the food was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing. The people were amazing in there. Michael, if you're out there listening, the bartender we had, he was amazing. He took such good care of us. And then
the coolest thing is being able to eat a meal and smoke a cigar in the same place.
Yeah.
Like, where can you do? Because it's an adjoined cigar bar. It's like you finish eating, you walk through the door into the Scotch and Cigar Bar.
Oh, okay.
But it's a door. It is not like a separate building.
I would have never even known where that lounge was.
Cup the balls, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
get in there good and deep, like.
Get in deep. I'm getting in deep. Is that okay? Can you guys hear me better?
There you go.
Anyway, so yeah, I would have never known
2 hands.
where that humidor would have even had been.
We'll reach
Unless
around.
they had showed me. So, but I couldn't believe what such a hidden gem it was. So
It's a crazy place. Okay, so Chapino
so
for dinner.
went there, and then
That was for your
BG
wedding anniversary, right?
yeah, we
Number 2?
celebrated our number two wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. We didn't get to do our anniversary is actually September 14th, but we didn't get to really do a whole lot just because of our jobs, and so definitely wanted to make that night special for my wife. And hello, Marcy. I hope you're watching, honey. Love you.
Where'd you leave her?
She's crashed out back at the apartment.
She's at the waiting house?
Yeah, she's still.
So
above
now
the
you
waiting
have to
house.
go back from here to there to get her to, and then come back to Pittsburgh.
I do. We woke up a little earlier than we expected, and she was afraid I'd be late if I waited.
Tell her, suck it up, Buttercup. I went to bed at 10 after 3. I'm here, baby. I was here at 9 on the dot, dude. On the dot. And I looked for that ugly Buick in the parking lot, and I went, oh, no. The first thing I asked Sam was like, have you talked to Jason? He's like, yeah, I texted him. He's on his way. I'm like, oh, good. I'm taking a shit.
That's the whole reason I texted you, because I knew that question was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, because it was like, is it going to be the same as every other one,
I mean, Seneca was even here before the show started.
Wow.
Yo, shout out Mr. Seneca for the funnel cake rings.
Oh my
those were
God.
amazing.
That was probably the best donut I've had.
That
It
was-
is the
years.
So just nom nom nom.
That was the best donut I've ever had.
What's up, Keith Kilburn?
My gosh.
Keith.
That is when I think that's the donut in the dictionary next to the definition of what a donut should be.
This is what all donuts should aspire
Yes.
to be.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the one that all of the homers jumped off the cliff for. Yeah. All right. So Chapino's.
After we left there, of course, we met up with you guys over at
Blind Fox.
Blind Fox.
That's part of the bad decisions that led me to probably not have, the best voice yesterday, because I went after work to hang with you guys there.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time there that evening. So it was a great little place. That was just another little gem that I really enjoyed, was that place.
Somewhere
And then I got
Bill
drug over
Coyne
to
is
Smokestack
grinning.
after that. So
Bill Coyne is like, no one's ever called this place a little gem before.
Yeah.
He's like, he's putting that like on Yelp right now.
but yeah, it was an amazing little place.
All right, so you made it to Smokestack?
Yeah, we made it to Smokestack after that and hung out there until, gosh, I think 3:40 in the morning.
There you go.
So yeah, so that was a great night.
Welcome
So
to
it was.
Pittsburgh.
You're burning
Yeah.
your cigar from both ends, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, now we start Saturday.
Let's see. Saturday we got up and we went. We were trying to get to a breakfast place, but it was just down on the strip.
Pamela's.
The strip district. It was just, there were so many people down there that morning. So we ended up going to Coop. Trying to think of the name of that place. They have a lot of like chicken, like fried chicken.
This is the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to think of what what that place was called, but
It's
Colby complimented your Jack of Rose Boston Scully.
Oh yeah.
oh, sweet.
Colby wears a lot of those too.
Yeah.
So you guys are.
Yeah, I'm
in
an addict.
and the
to
old man hat club.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah,
I like it.
yeah. I've gotten pretty addicted to these darn hats.
Okay, how many do
Here's
you
the
have?
sad thing is
I've
he
got
can grow
22.
hair
22.
22 hats
in a
now.
row.
I've got 5.
You got 5?
I have 5.
Yeah,
Those are rookie numbers. I gotta up my
bump 'em
numbers,
up, that's
man.
right.
I belong to a couple different Facebook groups, Boston Scally Mafia and Boston Scally Crew, and some of those guys have had to build on extra rooms to hang all their Boston Scally caps. So they've got me
I can't even say anything.
hundreds.
What do
You know,
I
some of
have?
these guys own hundreds of them. I mean,
32 lighters was it that I have something like that? Like
It's a hat.
yeah,
it's a hat. Says the guy that's got 3 more hanging on the
Don't
wall
worry.
of your
Yeah, but-
giant, unnecessary
The
head
Scully cap
accessory.
is to a certain group of people what cowboy hats are to a certain group
sure,
of people.
yeah, yeah. Very.
Said bring it
I
down
don't
to
know
your
anybody
level.
that has 100 and some cowboy hats, though. But I mean, maybe there are.
Oh, there are. I
How many
promise
do
you.
you?
Yeah.
You own a?
We don't count.
You've got a lot of cowboy hats, huh? You're giving us shit. You're giving us shit about.
No, I'd say
Here's the
Come
one thing they
on,
all have in
Sam.
common that I learned. Apparently, I'm not allowed to touch any of them.
Yeah, no.
Because you never touch a guy's cowboy hat,
Nope.
apparently.
Well,
Somebody didn't watch
I felt-
Brokeback Mountain.
I felt
you know?
really bad. So I was here one day and Sam wasn't here. Your wife was here. And I
I
was
feel
wearing
bad for her too.
I was wearing the one that was the harvester. It's the
Which is a hat that I wish I would have grabbed up.
my
I
daughter
really-
got that for me for Father's Day.
After seeing
And
you
she
wearing
was
it, I
like-
was like, mm.
She was like, Jason, would you mind if I borrowed that hat for Sam? And I was like, no,
yeah.
I would, but it was a gift.
I think she just wants to see what I've never worn a Scully before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the most comfortable hats.
The chat
Yeah,
room
I
is,
know.
is like popping this morning.
Is it?
Because there's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
people here.
I know. Like if y'all would have showed up every Sunday, maybe Sam would have been like, okay, I could keep doing it. Yeah.
Well, this is where the Boston Scally Company gets you. If you're addicted to these hats, they'll pop one out for Halloween, or 2 or 3 of them, and you'll maybe buy a couple. And then right after you buy those, then they will decide to bring out another couple Halloween hats a week later.
It's like my
And then
butthole.
Christmas comes around
We
and they
break
do
it
the
out for
same thing.
Halloween.
Seth Jones. Seth Jones, the comment of trying not to buy any more hats on the way through the parking lot. I understood that reference. I understood that reference.
37.
37. My girlfriend.
I mean, we blew it already. Go
my
ahead. You can
girlfriend
say it.
sucked 36 dicks.
This is great
in a
coffee.
row?
No,
Very
37.
37 counting you.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're a. Don't. I'm watching you.
Try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
Hey, get back here. So the first comment. Well, I mean, it's the last one, man. We may as well just have at her, you know, pitter patter.
Pitter fucking patter.
Do I need
Let's
a shot of
get
tequila
fucking
before
at
you
her.
say what you're going to say?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's a prerequisite. Seth Jones jumped in like in the first paragraph I read before the music started with, wait, people actually send you guys emails?
Yeah.
And no, they don't. With the exception, the notable exception of Keith Kilburn. Keith Kilburn's like the only person that's ever sent an email to the Cigar Junkies Gmail.
His email was wild, man.
He did the efforts. He did the things.
Oh, yeah.
None of the rest of you were really listening because you haven't done it. You know what I mean?
BGD said he's on his way. Do we need to stop this and get it over with?
Yeah.
and
Can we
get the
move
hell
to
out of here
another
before,
location?
before he shows up?
Congratulations. You are trying to duck BGD. You are officially a cigar junkie.
Now I'm official.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
now
I thought
you're
it was official when I got this tattoo.
You should show the
Yeah,
camera.
show
baby.
the camera the
Show the
tattoo right
camera,
here.
dude.
We got it.
So
So,
see here. Can we get?
so
I might have to
I
stand up.
Yeah, you
we
stand-
met
you can
up with
stand
him
up.
at the Blind Fox, and he pulled that out and showed it to us. And Shannon goes, "Oh no!" That was my wife's reaction was, and we got a nice shot of the phone. Was, "Oh no!" And Sam makes a great point. He has the date for today's date for the show.
Yeah, I sure do.
I was like,
So what's super cool is all you got to do is put a little RIP. at the
RIP,
bottom.
and you're covered.
and you're good to go.
Dude, the artist was
And the
fantastic.
funny thing
though.
is, you can
really
still,
good work.
It must have been recent because the rest of his arm hair
Yeah.
is longer.
How old
it
is
hasn't
that?
Caught up.
3 weeks old. I want to
Okay.
say around three,
Right on.
3 weeks old.
Hey,
And I want to. I gotta
way to
mention
put
my
your money
tattoo.
where your mouth is. I need to shake your hand. You put your money where your mouth is.
You wanted me to get a darn
Tramp stamp,
Tramp
yeah.
stamp, which I told you in the beginning I would not do that, but I would get a tattoo.
Well,
Yeah, but there was a lot of things he offered if you did it along
Yeah,
the way.
I know.
Did you list them? Like
What I really want for
hide
the
away all my
tramp stamp
options, definitely.
is Sam's face, but he's got to have pigtails. Sam's face with pigtails is a tramp stamp. And then when you spread the cheeks, you just got Jason going.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah,
look like
I
Ryan's
thought about
background
all
on
that,
his
believe me. but-
computer or on his iPad.
Here's the thing. I should get that one like this because that's the only place I've got hair. So like it'll look just like you. It'll be real furry. You have the beard.
And
will
you
be
are the
built
one
in.
amongst us most notorious for brandishing your butthole. So
Well,
Indeed.
you
Well,
know,
I do.
You
I-
build 1,000 bridges and you show your butthole one time. You know what I mean? What are you? You're the butthole shower guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to thank my
Andrew,
new guy
Awesome
that
work, man.
tattooed this for me. Andrew
Hey.
Police out of Torrington, Wyoming. at
He's
Beauty
in
and
the chat
Beast.
room. He's
Is he-
watching the
he
show
is.
right
Yeah,
now.
hey,
Andrew.
buddy.
hopefully you caught the
great
part
work.
where I complimented you
Andrew
before you
Police in
acknowledged
Torrington,
you were here.
Wyoming. Beauty and
Right,
Beast
right, right.
tattoo.
I feel like that's
And
the white
amazing
guy cheat
amazing,
code of a
amazing
name.
artist. So
That's a great name. Andrew, please. That's like the white guy cheat code. Andrew, please.
please,
Seth Jones says he's still waiting on the leggings
please,
so he can have our
PLE.
faces on
Like,
his
yeah.
You'll be waiting a little while.
I just pictured Seth Jones at the gym, like working out,
we
like,
floated it.
"What's up, junkies? What's up, junkies?"
Jesus.
Really, you picture him at the gym? Because all I can picture him doing is coming through people's garage doors, casting a disturbingly large shadow.
Well, anyway, good morning, Andrew. Please, I appreciate you for the tattoo you did on me. You
That's-
did such an amazing job.
I would
So-
be saying that all week.
Yeah, it's
Andrew,
fantastic.
please.
I have to go back for another appointment here relatively soon.
And he is a junkie. He did join the group page and YouTube channel. So
We're trying to turn that into a compliment.
So
He's a junkie.
yeah.
he's
We're
a
taking
junkie.
it back. We're taking it back.
For life. I couldn't say
Junkies
the
for
other
life.
part.
Junkies for life.
It's cool. I'm taking it back.
And even though this is ending, maybe not permanently, I do want to encourage any one of you out there that support these guys and what they do and
Oh, are you
believe in
going to
what
do
they
the call
do.
to action?
Yes.
Say it.
You guys need to get your junkie tattoos.
Oh,
out
okay.
there.
That's not what I
was-
thought you were just going to ask him to like, subscribe, and share.
No. Well, and you guys, yeah, you need to like, subscribe, and share still. Keep spreading that word out there. Keep the spirit alive of the junkies here. So,
I kind of like these two guys sitting on the same side of the table because there's all kind of little secret crap going on. I feel like they're like grabbing each other as wee-wees. Weird. It's
There is
things happening.
definitely unspoken communication.
Oh yeah,
going on.
100%.
There's some chemistry there. Brittany, check yourself. Better be taking care of that man because he's looking awful comfortable over there with
No,
Jason.
not needed right now. Not yet. Not yet.
You know what?
I don't even think he can today though.
I'm actually really glad like you pulled through at the right time because like last week you had nothing in the tank. And then I seen you a day or two ago and you were like 80%.
Oh, it wasn't even that.
But you still hadn't slept.
Yeah.
But like you're all bright-eyed and
I'm actually
bushy-tailed.
I got
man.
2 nights in a row of like, yeah, I slept more than an hour.
You're bushy-tailed like a furry at the convention in Pittsburgh, baby.
I like his bushy tail.
Anthracon. Hello, Tyler Harto.
I always wanted to walk behind one of those girls with the tails hanging out and yank on it and just find out. You know?
You know what you're talking about.
You just want to hear the sound.
Yeah, that's right. Lollipop, lollipop,
Oh,
ooh, lolly, lollipop.
lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, lollipop.
Lollipop.
Bum, bum, bum. That's where it came from.
See, there's a future here with all 4 of us here. I'm telling you.
No.
All you got to do is move to Pittsburgh.
I am not musically inclined, bud.
All you got to
Gavin.
do
This motherfucker can rap.
Hey.
I've heard
I
that.
I thought you were
throw down
talking
some
about
bars.
We
Troy
can
for
throw
a
some
minute. I was
rap in.
like, I didn't see that coming.
We can throw some rap in with the
Rapping
barbershop
cowboy.
quartet. And
Yeah.
Be interesting. Uh-oh.
What?
Oh,
why
he's
don't you
reaching
scratch
into
my
the
back?
crowd.
I was like, what are we? Are you coming in for a secret? Or
I thought
you
I thought he was unplugging his tail.
I was waiting to hear that sound we were talking about.
I think
That's
Samuel
right.
should do a rap for us right now.
No, he shouldn't.
I mean, since this is the last
It's an
show,
in the moment thing. It's
Yeah,
got
it
to
was,
just
it
happen.
was an
I-
in the moment thing.
Yeah.
For the first time in history, I agree with Sam. Let's
It's
not
like-
do that.
no.
not
No.
a good idea. Okay.
He freestyle rapped for a good 2 minutes. A good 2 minutes. And
That's
not
amazing.
only did he freestyle rap for 2 minutes, it all made fucking sense.
And I was able to rap
Seneca's
that-
rooting for you in the chat room. Also,
No,
what's
you
up
really
to
don't.
Tyler Harto?
That's-
I don't know who that is. Is that one of your people, Troy?
No, he's one of ours.
One of ours?
No,
I don't think I've
can't
ever
say
seen
he
that
is.
name before.
Seth.
You did read it one week on here.
Oh, Seth Jones.
is gonna
He's breaking it.
he's gonna break the live.
Rap.
No.
Seth Jones is wanting you to
We're gonna
rap.
have so many comments on this live may actually like make it to a front page somewhere or something like that.
It's gonna be the last show.
And everybody's
It'll
gonna be
pop
like,
off
oh,
and be
the Cigar Junkies they're fucking awesome.
Yeah. This is gonna be one of those things where like what was it? What was the ice cream cake? Everybody was pissed off because it was going away, and they were like, "Well, then why didn't you buy them?"
Oh no. The Choco Taco?
Yeah.
Choco Tacos.
the
Yeah.
chocolate tacos, whatever.
yeah.
There's this big stink. They're going away. Why are they taking it away? They're the best thing in the world, and they
Because
just
we all forgot they existed.
their
until
press
somebody
release
took
straight
them
up
away.
said, "Then why didn't you buy them?" Like what? No,
This is on you.
They didn't even try. They're just like, no.
Choco Tacos.
You
my
know what we
favorite.
are? We're like a painter, right?
Yeah,
We're not worth anything until it's dead. Once it's dead, everybody shows up and is like, "Hey guys, like, yeah, this is the shit," you know. And it's like, well, y'all are a little late, you know.
Corey Banks was a podcasting genius.
I will clip that for sure.
Yeah,
for
you
future
can't give him
usage.
stuff like that that's recorded.
just gonna
bud.
play
He's
that.
literally just going to set it next to his bed. You doing that all night on his Alexa on a loop.
He falls asleep
Oh, yeah.
to it. Corey
Yeah.
Banks was a podcasting genius. Corey
Seneca
Banks was
came
a
in at a well time, said no one ever.
Said no one ever.
I have a smile in my stomach right now. It's like, yeah.
I'm giving you like two compliments.
I know,
yeah, I don't.
like-
this is it's weird.
This
Troy-
is how you know it's really
Yeah.
over.
This is how we do it.
Please don't make me sing. You keep trying to get these earworms in me, and I got nothing.
No, see,
All right.
that's it. This is the time we do want you to sing, and it's the one time you can't. So
Yeah,
now it
that's
makes
why
it
you want to,
really
oh,
fun
yeah.
for us.
Yeah, it's like gargling razor blades. Over here. All right, so you had breakfast somewhere you can't remember, then you went where?
Should have been Tom's
It was,
diner.
like, it was like the chicken coop or something.
Well,
called.
you know, we're
something
moving
like
to the
that.
next thing.
But anyway,
Where'd you go from there?
we just walked the strip and checked out all the little, I don't know, just Pittsburgh Steelers stuff everywhere. Just
yeah.
That'll
a
happen.
lot of clothing
Yes.
everywhere. Had
You could say that about any city.
we checked out all the little shops and just walked around and walked across the first bridge you come to when you walk down towards the river there.
There's a
Or
lot of
towards
bridges.
the skyline. There's that first bridge.
He's like, yeah, we came to
This is-
Pittsburgh and we walked across the bridge.
So we walked
Like,
across that.
This
yeah,
is this Pittsburgh is the city of bridges.
Yes.
It was second behind only Venice, I think. Or
Wow.
is that Venice, Italy? I think is the only place
Wow.
that has more bridges in a city.
But in the States, this is
Yeah.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the
Pittsburgh
city.
has the most
We
bridges.
we
Yeah.
also have the steepest street.
Yes.
But we walked across that bridge and took a lot of pictures and then we walked back through the strip again, got in our car, went down and parked down by the.
Did you hit Leaf and Me?
Yes, we.
That's
sure
where I was
did.
trying to
Yes,
get
we
to. I
sure
know
did.
about the stuff in
But
between.
no, we went over and parked by the stadium, the Steelers stadium there, and walked down to the river and got some great pictures down there. Mr. Rogers, my wife really thought that was cool. The Mr. Rogers memorial there.
I am a big
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers
She
fan.
is too, and so I'm glad she got to experience seeing that. I didn't even know that was
If you-
a thing here. in
Jason doesn't
Pittsburgh.
have any neighbors,
If
so
you-
he's like, "Come
I
on,
didn't-
won't you be
Is
my
Mr.
neighbor?"
Rogers from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
The whole
See, I
thing
didn't
is-
know that.
There
I didn't know
is
that. I
there
figured
is
he
a
was.
documentary on HBO about Mr. Rogers. It is excellent, absolutely excellent.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe my wife's seen that documentary. We'll have to check into that. But so that made her day seeing that, and then while you're standing there looking
why
at
I
that,
laughed.
he's got his songs, all the different songs he sang,
yeah.
and so it was cool.
You know what we should do? I'm going to interrupt you real quick
You bet.
in traditional Junkies fashion, because we're 41 minutes in. Shall we, for the last time, talk about the cigar we're smoking?
Yeah.
Do we
We're
want
smoking a cigar.
I mean, honestly, at this point, let's let him finish his weekend, and then we'll get to the cigar. We've already blown past that so far. We'll loop back to that.
3 hours later?
He seemed like he was starting to get in a groove.
My bad.
No, that's fine.
That's
No,
fine.
continue. You've been
Gosh, we did
greenlit.
so much yesterday. My God.
So you did go to the Leaf and Bean. How was
We
that?
went to Leaf and Bean. That was very cool. Yeah, really good. Really good place. Little place.
Probably the most iconic
Yeah.
shop in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Mostly because that guy has a brand that's nationally
Yes,
popular.
absolutely. That
I
was
think Bloom's
so
is
we
the
ate
most
lunch in
iconic.
there, and
Well,
Saturdays.
yeah, I've never been there for that.
it was nice.
There's a
Boy, it
place
was
in the
nice.
south side where if you go in there, they have barber chairs and you can get a neck rub from a lady
Oh
with no
man,
shirt
that was
on.
something I got a lot when I was a kid at the barbershops.
He was all excited before I
missed
even
that.
said the good part.
These didn't have clothes on.
Yeah, no, they have strippers come in
Oh,
and they do topless like neck rubs.
wow.
With their hands.
I'm not sure which neck. I've never been there for that. I
Oh,
I can't speak to it personally.
We need that in Kimble,
There you go.
but I may end up being divorced if that ever. So maybe not a good idea in
Two
Kimble.
is the lowest number.
Sam,
Oh.
we should have done this much earlier. Much earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
but
took
no,
you
we
so
just-
long? God damn it, Troy.
God damn, I know.
That looks like Patty.
It
That
does
would
look
be.
like Patty. Wearing the
Patty.
same
Patty
PJs she was
cakes.
in last night. Hi, Patty.
You're
I
alive.
I didn't know that she actually left the cave
The
before
last
noon.
time I saw her, it was almost 2:00 in the morning at the Leaning House, and she was trying to navigate up the steps. And I did not have time to make sure she got there. So I just said a prayer for her as I left. I hope she makes it up to the deck.
There's been many, many a times that I've assisted Patty going up and down those stairs at Leaning House.
She needed help with the deck lots of times.
Glad you could be here, Patty.
Seth Jones
to
wants
see
to know
you.
that why that wasn't included on his itinerary when he was here. Bloom's.
thing, yeah.
Oh, because they couldn't reach your
he's like,
shoulders, bud.
Yeah, we couldn't find a stripper with big enough hands.
Do you even have a neck to get a neck rub? Jesus. Like I feel like
We rubbed
that's
his, we rubbed his
Seth,
head
it
outside a little
wasn't
bit
me,
here and there.
Seth. It wasn't me, buddy. I'm clean.
I snuck in a few rubs on his head. I don't know if you remember this, but
yeah.
I rubbed his head a few times just for good luck.
Yeah, that's
so.
right. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, yours is nice."
And I
like
made it here
PGD's
today,
is
so
scruffy.
obviously that little rub there on your head worked because I'm here.
All right, congratulations. In junkie fashion, you've made me a little uncomfortable.
I just wish you'd have done it as it was on his way out the door, so you could have rubbed one out.
I think you know, on your spare time, you could come in here and just sit in the corner and have your legs crossed, and people can walk.
Oh,
in
like
and,
Buddha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It took me a minute.
Rub
I
your
was
head
like-
when they walk in, walk
right.
out, and
The funny thing is, people would assume that I spend time here. This is it.
well, now that you're gonna
this is the time.
now that you're gonna have some extra time on your hands,
Well, maybe,
there you go.
but I'm probably like, at this point, I associate the color of this place.
Oh, there it
with
is.
Sunday morning.
Just
Oh no,
do
that's
not
my
engage.
bad.
Do not engage.
We said it too many times. Fucking Beetlejuice.
We said Beetlejuice
Yeah.
3 times
Beetlejuice.
before the show started. So
Dude, there was a
here we are.
Mr. and Mrs. Beetlejuice at the show last night.
oh yeah.
yeah.
I saw a couple pictures from Leaning House last night. Some of the costumes were phenomenal.
Dude, there's this lady showed up in Bumble from like the Abominable Snowman
Yeah.
Bumble from the claymation Santa Claus movie.
Okay, yeah.
She showed up in like a furry outfit with this thing. And she came up the steps at like
Who was it?
5:45. I don't know who she was. But I was like, you fucked up. You're going to be hot. I don't think I ever saw her wear her head.
Really?
No. And here's what's really funny. I think she won first place in the costume contest, but she had already left. So she didn't get anything for
she
it.
did.
Yeah. So
Well,
Dude,
then
check out some
who
of these
did it
freaking
go to
costumes.
since she left? I'm trying to
I think the scales is cleaned up. They had I think they got the couples, and I think Chris might have won because she was Which cigar was Chris? She was one of the Dead
Leather
Woods.
Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yo, her costume,
Dude,
was
she's
great.
spot on.
And I tried real
Yeah, she
hard.
really was.
I tried real hard to get that wig before I left.
It took me a minute to figure out who it was
Yeah.
because the wig was like,
Now, meanwhile, I'm in there trying to get a cigar or buy the ticket for Shannon or whatever, and Scales comes up, and I didn't know it was Scales, and he was doing like a deep voice, so I wouldn't know who, and he just starts like touching my nipples and shit, and like I come real close to just decking him because I didn't know who it was. And I even said at one point, I was like, it doesn't matter who's underneath of that costume. Like, I'm going to F you up if you don't, like, get out of my way. I got stuff to do. And then later I found out it was Scales. I told Shannon on the way home, I was like,
I'm really glad I
He's
didn't fight
the
him.
not, well, yeah. But he was the only one that was okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we've been harassing that dude for
years.
years now. Like literally for years, harassing him and touching him and making him feel uncomfortable.
What is this we thing? This is, dude,
Yeah, what
this
is
has
this
been,
we thing?
Bro, you started. You gave him the name.
I just said he's good looking Jeff, and you
Yeah.
just ran with it.
I mean, you should have knew better. You know
Well,
what
I didn't at the time. It was early days.
He
I was
said-
not yet
He said,
aware.
I did not know.
It was early days. I
Yeah.
was not
Should
aware.
we raise a toast to BGD? Cheers.
I don't know.
Glad you're here, BGD.
So, since we got through that,
That's the first time anybody's ever said that.
what are we smoking?
We've gotten
Hey, now he
we-
wants the commercial.
we've gotten close enough, I think.
Who supplied the cigar you did?
Jason, one last time, hit that button.
Daniel, I'm glad you're here, buddy.
It's time for the Cigar of the
Glad-
Week, brought to you by Just a Tip Cigars. Are you looking for the best selection of boutique cigars? Do you want the tried and true legacy brands that are synonymous with the cigar lifestyle? Do you want luxurious cutters, lighters, and other accessories? Do you want to relax in the most comfortable cigar lounge in the burg? Then you want Just a Tip Cigars. Conveniently located in the Bavarian Village Shopping Center in South Park, Pennsylvania, Just a Tip Cigars has been tailor-built to your smoking needs. Whether you visit in person or on the web at justatipcigars.com, when it comes to cigars, Just a Tip is the whole package. Ooh, the whole package. That was my Mr. Poopy Butthole voice. I don't know if that came through or not. We are smoking now that we are going to start the show properly. It is not Esteban Carrera. It is the Southern Draw Jacob's Ladder, and it is the 7.5 by 40 Lancero. This cigar is decked out with a Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper, U.S. Maduro binder, and fillers from Nicaragua, Lajero from Jalapa, and Esteli. So, hell yeah,
Love that Jalapa.
these are made by AJ Fernandez in Nicaragua, available in 6 sizes. The Lancero comes in at 11.14. So, at least according to the internet. I don't know what Sam's charges is.
if that's MSRP, that's what it is. I don't
Probably
remember
just
either.
my
This
immortal soul.
is a beautiful cigar. I love Southern Draw. I have not had their Lanceros, I'll be honest.
Oh,
and
dude.
this is wonderful.
So here's
Love
how this cigar was selected, because I was like, we need something special for the last one.
Yeah.
And Sam was like, I don't have anything special. And I was like, way to raise the bar for yourself.
Yeah,
buddy.
that's
So
how
I says, Sam, what's the best Lancero you have? And this is the one that he picked
Yeah.
as his favorite Lancero, because he has a lot of Lanceros in
Yeah.
there. And this is the one that
Well,
he
this is a
picked.
beautiful cigar. I love the band on it
Box
for one.
press, too.
The band is just amazing.
Honestly, like
But the taste of this thing is just incredible.
through the Cigar Junkies and hanging out with you guys, I mean, you guys
When you show up.
opened the door to cigars for me. But
welcome.
like I have been, there hasn't been a Lancero that I've had here or on the show that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And I've always shied away from them because I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
It's
that's
the
not like
Virginia
a
Slim.
cigar.
It's the Virginia Slim.
Right. But no, these I have, and this has that like Himalayan rock salt taste to it. It is,
PA broadleaf and that is fantastic.
it is wonderful.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
kind of
don't-
reminds me of like you said, salted caramel. I
Yeah.
do get some of that with that dark, like dark chocolate and a little bit of slight spice to it for me. But yeah, you nailed it. That's
just
definitely what I get out of it.
Ryan says tall Corey is here.
No, read down further to Seth's comment. I don't want us to talk about it because it'll be another Beetlejuice situation.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. I'm going to say the name one time for the ones that are listening only.
Say
but
my name.
we just need to keep it to that. Cool. Seth Jones said, will there be a Goldsey sighting for the final episode?
I hope not. If there is, we'll all wash our eyes with bleach afterwards. Yeah.
Well, you guys are smoking that. I am smoking something slightly different.
Why don't you talk about
First of all, don't ask me how mine is because it tastes like blood.
Because that's all you it's all you got going right now. Just last night's festivities, the night before's festivities all combined into
Some gave all. All gave some.
All gave some, but some gave all.
I gave it all. It's all gone.
It's all that.
So what do you got?
I have the Lucia Black compliments of Mr. Ryan Seneca. And this is my first time with it. You've talked it up,
dude.
Quite
it's
a game.
so sad that this is probably your first and last. It's like Troy Harper being on the podcast. Like it's the first time, it's the last time. You know.
But I'm happy I'm smoking this. I love that cigar, but it is really unique.
Oh my God, dude.
The fire cured is used in it the right amount. It's not over the top. It just gives it a lot of body and a different flavor, but it doesn't give you that campfire punch in the throat.
That cigar may be more responsible for any other cigar for my descent into junkiedom.
Yeah.
Like that cigar was
is the one.
Dude. That I loved that stick so much. And the Luchador was great too. And even the white. Like I shied away from the white just because I loved the black so much. But the white was great too. But that cigar, I've smoked more of that in my early geek days than anything else.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Wow. Yeah, I got to run into one of those from what you guys are talking about. I have to try it now. So.
I mean,
they've been out of production for
5 years at least, maybe.
Yeah.
And so
I hadn't heard of that one. I'll be honest.
So Sam Lucia lives in Pittsburgh. Like he's a Pittsburgh native. He used to work for Oliva. He was the guy in charge of the Nub brand. Also did some time with Jack Daniels in between being in the Navy and then going into cigars. But he now owns and operates Stogie Bird out of Lawrenceville. So he does like all mail order. And apparently lingerie, I guess.
There's a lingerie store above it. So the first floor is lingerie, and you go into the basement, and that's the Stogie Bird.
Somebody sent a bunch of pictures. There's like cigars and lingerie. And I was like, I don't know how you could go wrong. You know,
right?
As long as you don't drop the ash, you're good. Right? Okay, so we made it to lunchtime on Saturday.
After that's a blur.
Was there music still while you were there? Were they playing? Because they do songwriter Saturdays, they call it.
No, there was not.
Okay,
there was not.
Y'all showed up too late.
Yeah, we showed up too late. Obviously.
And then what? Greensburg from there?
Oh, see now what's in Greensburg?
Nelson Lagostos? Did you go to Nelson's?
No, we didn't.
You guys didn't make it out there.
No, we spent the whole day on the strip and down by the river, and then we went back. Well, then we headed right over to Leaning House, to get ready for the festivities last night.
And then like an hour later, I finally met Marcy.
Yeah,
because we were like, maybe he just doctored up a bunch of pictures online so it looked like he had a girl, because she wasn't. I in her defense, like this trip was not for her. Like going to. She actually
has had a great time here. She really has.
But 18 cigar shops in like 36 hours, I don't think was something she ever needed to cross off of her bucket list. You know what I mean?
No, it definitely wasn't.
I think it might have been a little much.
Well, she's just that's the great thing I got to say about my wife. She supports me and everything. You know, she goes along for the ride with me and never hear a complaint out of her about anything. You know, she's not into cigars, but she's really a lot of what has pushed me into the cigars. You know, she was the one that really encouraged it. You know, she started a cigar lounge in our basement, and you know, she has encouraged the podcast that I do. I mean, she's been behind me on everything. So You're
I
supporting
keep
me,
trying to get
so.
my wife to get behind me, but she says it's not clean enough.
There's so many comments. So many.
I had
I
to
don't even
at
know what
least
to
once,
say.
but I don't know if I've ever made Jason I don't know what you call that because it's like a face palm with the microphone.
He does it more often than you realize.
Yeah,
Except
I just don't look that
he
way.
doesn't do like the full like acceptance that I do.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to the side and just.
I think I did it to you before anybody did it to me, but now it's become customary.
It's
He's absolutely right. I don't get like down on it. I do my eye.
Yeah.
but it's not the eye. It's the face that goes with it. It's
We missed the boat. You know what you should be drinking?
coffee.
Is Ardbeg.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I want to see you retro that just one more time.
No, that's a Scotch. I just ordered a bottle of Ardbeg Spectacular.
You've not had Ardbeg?
So excited.
Probably.
Yeah.
That
do
is
you,
great
do you
to
have
feel,
any
by the
Ardbeg
way.
here?
No,
Why not?
because my Scotch collection went downhill when I quit.
Put all
having
your
a
money
job.
into a.
No work.
I haven't been
Just at
paid in
home
3.
boozing.
I always
I've been
kept a
paid in
bottle.
3 years.
I always kept a bottle of Ardbeg at the house for when Sam came over. And actually, so like I have a little side list on the back of like favorite memories. And before I hit mine, I would like to know, Troy, do you have like any outstanding moments or episodes that really stick out to you as like your favorite over? Because I know you haven't listened to all of them. Like you got tattoos, but I don't know if you're a real fan because you haven't listened to every episode of this show.
I haven't caught those radio or the Spotify audio.
Yeah, the audio
I
only.
haven't caught those yet. I gotta catch those.
Do you have favorites?
I'm gonna tell you, and I don't remember the names of all the shows,
Sure.
but I'll tell you what, all the early stuff. I really
Before
really
we came to the land of Russ Brown.
You know, well, I guess the reason why I enjoy those so much is because that's when I first caught on to you guys, you know, on YouTube. And
He likes the time before Jason.
so,
We all do.
no,
We all think fondly of our times before Jason.
Yeah, I would too. I'm a lot to handle.
So this is gonna work out very nicely, but you've got the timeline and it's the Julian calendar or whatever. What's the name of the calendar? What's the two different, the BCs and the ADs?
That's just the Gregorian calendar.
There you go. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that about you. So before Jason, we're just gonna call the BJ. Oh my God! Switch your it's a silly sausage. Still slick from when Heather gave it to you. Oh God damn it! Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But there's only one of them. Where's the
I
other
know.
one?
I got the other one.
Fucking popped up for vinyl. All right, come on. I'll do it for you guys. So that's in my notables.
Magical mystical Corey corn.
Yeah, I've got. If you look at the backside, which you're already on, it's some highlights for me, like favorite episodes. One chip challenge, favorite moments. Well, actually, that was like my least favorite moment, but it's memorable. Seth Jones casting a shadow over my entire garage was a cool moment. The glitch in the Matrix, which is I think we drank a whole bottle of Ardbeg.
Oh my God,
that night.
that was a rough one.
But so it was.
We did 6 hours of podcast.
It was, but that was also like that moment where I was like, oh yeah, no, we're always going to be fine. Because if we could talk about cigars for 6 hours,
Yeah.
we're okay.
And not repeat ourselves. That was the scary part. Like we went back to back 2.5 hour episode, 3 hour episodes. Oh, dude. There's so much.
I just remember that moment of me going, uh-oh. And you going, what? And me going, that didn't record. Yeah, that was, I think, was that before?
I think that
video?
That was before video.
Because I didn't, and before live, so I had
There
nowhere
was
to
no
pull it from.
redundancies, nothing.
Oh,
I had nowhere to pull
God.
from. It was actually our longest show that we ever did.
Yeah.
Up until that point, it was like, we did like 2 hours. or
No,
more.
it was almost 2.5.
Yeah, we did almost 2.5 hours or somewhere along there. And then I went, oh no. And he goes, what? And I go, the memory card wasn't in there. And that was when I learned that like you can hit the button and the counter will go, even if you don't have a memory card in the board. And essentially what happened was we split up after, like, in the garage. Like, I grabbed my acoustic guitar and just kind of fucked around in the corner for a little bit. And Sam just went into the liquor cabinet.
Yep.
And came back. And I do remember there was a comment there along the lines of like, hey, can I have, and I was like, whatever, just anything you want. And he was like, I remember that being a moment for you of being like, oh, like he really doesn't care. Like I could just take anything. Like I could just take anything in this house and he's going to be like, yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, you're good.
Like that was my mentality. But what was amazing was that 2.5 hour episode we lost, we then restarted, recorded a whole nother show for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yep.
It was longer than the first one.
Yeah.
We were so defeated, and we probably spent about an hour and a half commiserating and being sad. And then we were like,
hey, and
what
drinking.
do you want to do? There was some drinking.
We did drink pretty heavy in that interim.
And I remember him looking at me and going like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I got nowhere to be. And he's like, you want to try it again? And he had one of the 5 packs of the My
Remember,
Father.
I forgot the cigars. So
we all fucked up that day.
I forgot the cigars for the day, but I had a 5-pack of My Father sampler in my car at the time.
A humidipack.
Yeah, a humidipack, and I was testing them out, and I'm like, well,
we smoked every cigar.
Let's go. We did.
Here we go.
I think I left the last because I think it was a 5-pack. I think I left the last one. It was just like, you know what? I want nothing to do with these ever again.
But that was a moment like where we walked away. It was like, I can't believe that was longer than the first one.
Did that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, oh, okay. Like, diversity. Fuck it. Who cares? Like,
yeah.
We're through. All right. Here you go.
Yeah. All right. We going for it?
Yes.
I see you put the 1-chip challenge on there too.
I did.
I
told you it wasn't a good memory. It was just a notable one.
That's there it is.
Yes. There you go.
Oh,
Damn, that hurt the second time.
Yeah. You kind of punched yourself more than you did.
Well, it didn't stick, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta get a shot of that.
There we
Why
go.
are they so much heavier than they were last time? My neck can't take it like I used to.
I can't.
I was gonna tell you number 22. Just
The blue ones always stay up longer.
that looks even better actually.
You know.
I was gonna tell you number 22. What stays in Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Was that number 22? I think that's probably the first one I caught from you guys in the beginning. So that was probably my favorite.
Who has? Can I borrow the fire? Can we pass around the fire? Oh, change.
Oh,
Troy Harper, how did you come across the Cigar Junkies
boy.
podcast?
should I tell him the story?
Do I know the story?
I don't
No.
know.
Well, remember what we talked about? How I got involved with you. How I started catching on to you guys.
Troy, I don't know if you know this.
We don't
It's been
remember
a busy 24 hours for me, buddy. And as much as I've hung on every word that you've said and appreciate you in the bestest of ways, I only have so much attention span and so much memory.
And there's not a lot.
Anyway,
of
with that, before I get into that
goldfish.
story, would you tell my brother Grant cheers because he got me one of those that's hanging in my cigar lounge.
I'm so sorry.
One of the
Cheers,
chickens?
Grant.
one of the
Can you? Yeah, that looks beautiful. I'm
chicken
telling
versus
you.
hot dog.
How I got into the Cigar Junkies, I was, oh gosh, every night, when I'm in the bathroom shaving or getting ready to take a shower, I was always putting on the Cigar Authority because this is in the beginning of my new cigar journey at the time.
Just can't help himself.
There we go.
I'm like a Play-Doh factory. One comes in, one goes out. You know what I mean?
Cheers, Grant. Anyway, so I just, in the evenings getting ready, get a shower while I'm shaving and doing all that, I would always put on my podcast app on my phone. I was always listening to the Cigar Authority. And I had listened to it a lot, which loved David Garofalo, loved the Cigar Authority, but I was listening to that a lot. I was like, I would like to see what else is out there.
Yeah, don't worry about. We don't need to mention him anymore. They have enough viewers. We explicitly say in the intro, if you came looking for an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place.
Right.
That was deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Continue.
Right. Well, anyway, I was just kind of scrolling through the other podcasts that are out there for cigars and ran across that logo, that you guys have, and I thought
It's a good looking mug. He was like,
I
need to get some
like
of
the
that.
way that looks. I'm gonna click on this and see what this is all about, and I was hooked immediately.
Clearly, the logo did something for him.
I loved. Well, that wasn't the logo I saw, of course.
It wasn't.
But no, I was like, well, this might be interesting. You know, you guys were just everything you guys talked about. It was just so random and so corny, and just I.
Are you gonna break?
I started
again,
watching
Sam?
more, and everyone was just so different. I never knew what you guys were going to talk about on the next show. And I was like, what am I going to hear today?
I read it while you laughed.
That's why I just started laughing. I'm sorry.
You guys just got me hooked. I mean, I was just.
Did you read the comment?
Sam, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, yes, please.
Read it for him.
So Ryan Seneca said, what I got out of this so far is Troy listens to Corey while shaving his balls, and Seth Jones agreed.
So he was looking at the logo. He's like, that looks like the left one.
It's like, you know what? I wonder what happens if I shave a goatee on it.
You know what?
It'll look like a face with a cigar.
He was only half done with that one.
Well,
and
now
he
you
was
guys
like,
are giving me
hey,
an idea, definitely.
One of his
only do I have the
balls is
tattoo,
shaved,
but I'm
and the
gonna-
other one has a goatee.
I'm gonna shave them to look like you guys now.
Troy, why does one of your nuts have a
and
backwards
that's
ball
why-
cap on?
And long story short, that's why we had to stop doing this show.
I'll tell you what, that's gonna be a painful tattoo, getting the faces and
Ooh.
the skulls tattooed.
Not
Oh
as
my
bad as the
God.
one between the cheeks going to be
Ooh.
of Jason going, hey.
I don't know, Daniel, you up for that one?
So, good morning, dear. My wife is awake, and I'd be remiss if I didn't read her comment. She said, my favorite shows were the ones where Jen would come over and do puzzles with me, and Sam would stay and hang out after. That was Shannon.
So she had no love for the show
Shannon-
itself whatsoever.
No. She just liked that people hung out with us. She was like, oh, we have friends and social lives and stuff.
We can
And,
do things.
Yeah, that went away with the Sunday mornings.
I am unfortunately a hermit.
Hey, okay. A little bonus for anybody that doesn't know. I'm only going to say this because it's the last one and I got nothing left to lose. My wife mostly listens to this while she's in the shower. So do with that what you will.
Right.
If it was
right
anybody
on.
but Shannon, I would make a shaving the balls comment.
Yeah.
But out of respect, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but no, it's not out of respect. It's out of fear. It's
Out of
fear.
respect.
There are three people I genuinely fear in this world. My wife is number one with a bullet. Chris Scales is number two. And Brittany Hoffman is number three. And you can rearrange those in any order that you want because I am terrified of all three of them. And I know everybody at this table that knows them is too. You go, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. What can I get you? That's about it, right? It's a healthy fear, though. It's not like, I'm caged
It's not
up in the
debilitating
basement. Right.
much, often, every day.
It's not like, oh no, Troy Harper has me chained up in the basement and he makes me wear a different Scully cap every day. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Oh no.
And
I am
today-
moving to Pittsburgh now.
Today was the last day we saw Corey.
And he was never heard
I'm
from
going to miss that
again.
little guy.
Oh,
Said nobody.
where's
ever.
that little guy?
Damn.
That little guy?
Welcome. Welcome
Don't worry
on
about that
board.
little guy.
You're checking out all the boxes. You know what I mean? Like you helped us bird walk. You made fun of my height, and there goes the one.
There you go. There it goes. Here you go.
It's a quitter. The chicken's gonna have to be. You can just be there, I guess. Now I've got an unusual gravitational pull just
It
to my
needs
left
to be.
side.
It needs to
That
be
really
in
is
the
not a
center
good
of
look
your
for you,
head.
Corey, I'll be honest.
Oh my god!
You know what? Guess what we got to hear?
We did.
And it came from
there's-
Corey.
If you go back
Loud
and
and
listen,
clear.
there's
Oh,
a
dude, the
lot of
other
that.
one was so. When you did it the first time and you popped both off, it was so loud. I actually was worried about your health.
It's like, oh no hair's gonna
Oh.
grow there now.
Good call,
Oh.
Seneca. Hey,
Ow.
if you had your choice of anybody in the cigar industry to fight
Fight?
in a celebrity death match
yeah.
style thing.
No, screw that. Who are you gonna fight in a chicken fight? Come on, what's that?
Ooh.
It's probably Corey here, I suppose.
Well, that's
My
just
God,
because it's like, oh, I'd win
I was going to say, that's the easiest fight in the world.
He's like, wait, do I get my shin pads or not?
Do you know what that reminds me of?
Jaws fighting Odd Job?
No, do you remember in Spaceballs where Lone Star fights Dark Helmet and Lone Star puts his hand out and Dark Helmet swinging the lightsaber underneath him?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
At least I'm balanced now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't wait to show up at hunting camp later and Uncle Artie be like, "What? Why are there circles on your head?"
Will it fit there?
Dude, it's a perfect hot dog bun.
Oh, it's very uncomfortable though. I feel like it's gonna go flying.
Motherfucker, you don't know what uncomfortable is.
No, I'm not in fear of like how I'm afraid it's gonna go like falling off. Yeah, it's trying to take my hat.
What you need to do is just sit it in between your legs.
Can we get some mustard? Need some mustard over here.
It's more fun when he just like comes out of nowhere during conversation.
Mayonnaise.
That was always his main purpose.
So just because I don't trust myself to not lose track and get to this after a little more tequila.
All right.
That's a good one.
All right. I got some special thank yous.
All right.
So I'm going to try to do these in the order of importance. Special thank you to my wife, Shannon, Brittany Hoffman, and Jen Smith for putting up with our bullshit. Dave Puskovich, who, what is that, episode 2?
No, it was right after episode 1. Yeah, it was before.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's been our sponsor since episode 2. Was flying back from PCA in Vegas.
Yep.
And text us. He's like, you know what? I decided I want to help you guys, and I'm going to give you cigars to do the show. And that was the moment where I came. Actually, Seth Jones is responsible for the moment because there was a package that came, and she's like, "Who's this from?" And I was like, "You remember when I told you the reason I started this podcast was I was just hoping to get free cigars? It's working." And that was Seth Jones sent us a bunch of stuff in the mail. Cool as shit.
Yep.
First care package was Seth Jones. Trey Mac Shipley, my doppelganger. He's like the tweener. He's in between me and BGD for like the Russian nesting bald people with beards. Dave and Patty, who I met Valentine's Day, so February, and I remember we rolled in and they were like, "We love your show," and I was like, "You know about the show? Like, we've got like 3 listeners, and you're 2 of them." Yeah. That was super cool. The first time we met them over at the club in Bloomfield. Seth Jones, because he was the first guy that like came from another state to see us, and we were like, "Why?
Why would you do that to yourself, bro?
Like, you got nothing else happening in life? Like, you were like, no, this seems like a good use of my time."
Seth was a cool dude to hang out with.
Dude, Seth Jones is awesome. Ryan Seneca for bringing the donuts.
Whoa. And he gave you a thank you.
Yeah, I did.
That's as close as a compliment as you're ever gonna get.
That's how you know. That's how you know this is it. Is when I say, "Hey, man, thank you, Ryan Seneca." But God damn it, everybody, we all had them donuts.
Oh yeah, really good.
Oh, the donuts, baby. All right, so I kind of did these in order, so don't get too offended. Keith Kilburn, our like only person to ever use the Gmail account for the intended purpose. Dougie Doug for walking the dog with us every morning. Troy Harper again, because I did it I attempted to do it in the order of like, okay, when did you show?
Honest to God, Troy, you're hardcore.
He's the Bible
like,
thumper
fandom of this show is
unparalleled.
It defies expectation and logic.
Wow.
Mostly logic, though.
Thank you.
It's a really good reason to get therapy.
Yes.
But no, seriously, like you going to bat for us all the time, and just the absolutely outstanding compliments you've given us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That means the world to me here.
Over the
I told him last night, I was like, the stuff you repost. every single Just a Tip event he reposts. And I'm like, ain't nobody in Kimble coming, bro.
Yeah, Kimble ain't making it, bro.
Like, nobody's going to be like,
that's okay.
All right, saddle up, Bessie. We're riding to freaking Pittsburgh. We got to get this out.
The first guy got on you guys was my meat cutter cruise, Kaiser back in Kimble. And, you know, so we never did get to announce to the store about the Cigar Junkies. We just never were together at the right times to be able to do that. But
And last but not least, one of the other women I fear the most, Flip Flops. I ain't messing with you. The ladies of the Cigar Junkies is what I've dubbed you, Chris and Marcy, that show up like every Sunday morning, except for maybe this morning because I haven't seen either one of them in the chat room. So like, if you
Marcy was here for sure.
Okay, if you didn't get your thank you, like it's your own fault. You know what I mean? But those like that's what I really loved about like the live chat and the interaction is just how diverse our audience has been. We got Big Gay Daves and wannabe furries and Nebraskians and freaking all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like Connecticut peoples. I saw a clip the other day on Facebook Reels of somebody being like, "Oh, I'm from Connecticut," and everyone just went hardcore fucking talking shit on Connecticut. So what I do, I sent that shit to Seth Jones.
Of course. As you should.
Immediately. Yeah. So can I take this thing off yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
thank God.
Nobody actually ever asked you to put it on your head.
Yeah,
I just wanted
never-
them like out here as a memory.
boy, did that hurt?
A little bit, yeah. But
I
most
think
of
you
the
took some skin with that.
most of the show has a lot of it has hurt, guys. All right, so that at least now I know. Like I took care of the itinerary. If we don't read the cigar news, that's fine. But like I did the things that I needed to do in the order. You know what I mean?
The cigar news is smoke them.
Smoke
Yeah,
them.
that's right.
Smoke them if you got them. Come get them if you don't.
So, Jason, sip your coffee. I'll give you a second. Wind you up here. Do you have like a particular Cigar Junkies memory that you're like, no, this is like these are my top one or two?
Absolutely.
Obviously, the freaking sticky things on my head. Everybody loves that.
That, as far as cigar shit, that's not my top 5. I don't think the sticky things on your head is in my top 5.
I mean, y'all like stop the podcast for 5 minutes.
Oh,
if you play that back, there's
funny.
nothing but high pitched laughing.
Yeah.
Dude, there was dogs freaking out 20 miles
The
from
best
here.
was your face when I pulled him out, though, and just was like, "Hey,
it's not a
buddy."
pee-pee. It's not a pee-pee. It's not a pee-pee. It's not a pee-pee. It's not a pee-pee.
Oh, shit.
I think that might be my favorite all-time moment. Was just him going, "It's not a pee-pee. It's not a pee-pee. It's not a pee." Or Corey's face when I pulled out the one chip challenge.
So
The one chip challenge.
Dude, the look on his face of like, you,
Why?
like, I'm gonna do this, but I hate you for it right now.
But here's the thing: like, you punished yourself worse than me. You didn't.
I was
know.
willing to. Oh no, dude.
He
See,
was like, "Guess what I got at the Quickie Mart."
yeah, but the part that I think you still fail to recognize is I never had any intention of letting that sit on my palate any longer than I needed to. I ate the chip, went, "Yep, I'm not tough," and started hammering milk. I had there was not a second where I was trying
You
to.
were not prepared for that, though.
No.
Because if you knew
There is
what
no
we were getting
preparing for that.
into, you would have brought milk.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you would have.
I would have brought ice cream.
bread
Yeah.
because we had 2 slices of or 3, maybe 3 slices of bread, and like we split the last one or something. I was like calling Shannon. I'm like, get ready, find us anything, whatever you got upstairs, you need to have it because I'm not going to be able to speak in a couple of seconds, and we need whatever we got.
So favorite moments.
Yes.
My absolute favorite moment for the show was when we did the Liberty poll.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I could as
That
soon
was
as you started
solid.
talking, I was like, that's gonna be the one.
Yeah.
After my brain went, my favorite moment was when I walked in the bathroom and I was like, ooh, a cigar.
That's another one. That
St.
St. Patrick's Day show.
That was audio quality horrible. That room was so loud.
That was terrible.
But it was a great time. When Trey Mac Shipley had the Mohawk monkey.
What do you call it? He thought it was the whack-off monkey or something.
The whack is something like that. That stupid monkey he had when he was like,
He's like, what do you mean that's not what it says?
no, Trey, you're dyslexic. It does not say that.
Yeah, it's my whack monkey.
Whack monkey.
My whack monkey. And it's like, it says Mohawk, dummy.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's a whack monkey.
And having Luciano.
Yeah,
When we got to talk to
cool.
Luciano, that was really, really cool. Man. Yeah. Okay.
I think Liberty Pole was the first time I felt like an honest compliment from this show because we did that. And it was a really off track show for us because it was super
Because it was actually on
it
track.
was good because it was good. It was like foreign.
right.
But what's Ellen's husband's name? Is it
Jim.
Jim. So like, I felt like I was getting nothing from Jim. Like that whole show, like I felt like he was everybody else. Like he just wanted to reach across the table and slap the shit out of me. And the end of that show, he was like, "Wow, Corey, you're like really good at like this hosting, keeping everybody on track and stuff. Like it's really professional." And I was like, "Me?" But I'm not lying though. He said that, and like that's how.
That's why it's funny.
yeah. That's why Sam and I made the face we did. We're
Like literally the thing that I spent 137 episodes doing, you had one where you got it.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you for that. That's a good way to go. I appreciate you being like, here's the one good thing. Now let me just kick the fucking shit out of you. And be like, all that effort you put in, like all this stuff.
I'm not
we
saying
somehow
you didn't do
managed
it.
to
I'm just saying,
broadcast,
like, you're the king of being like, I'm trying to get it off rails, so Sam has to bring it back. Like you've said that so many times.
That's fair. But he said that, and I was like, you know, I'm from the Cigar Junkies podcast, right? Like I was like, does he think I'm somebody else? Like I'm not Joe Rogan. Like I know there's similarity from like the nose up, but that's it. You know,
Marcy said Corey could have put people on track. LOL.
well, I drink a lot less whiskey than I do tequila. If that was a tequila distillery, that would have been a whole different show.
oh yeah.
I'd have been pulling out my titties. You know what I mean?
Chances are you would have done that anyways if given enough time.
Did you see John and
Without
Marcy's costumes for last night? They were brilliant.
No, I don't think I did.
What were they?
Fred and Wilma.
Oh yeah.
Flintstone.
Oh, okay.
And not only was John Fred Flintstone, but he had like the water buffalo hat on with the horns.
Oh man.
Oh my God. But he also had giant feet on to be Fred Flintstone's. Like he walked around in these big old slippers all night. And I was like,
I really thought it was him. I really thought it was him.
He was like,
was
I
about to
thought
get his
those were his
autograph.
real feet.
Like you could just take John Goodman out and put him in, and you're good.
My God.
Yeah.
Way better choice. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that honestly, we all know what took that movie down. Rosie O'Donnell. You know what I mean? Anybody driving a Subaru.
You make fun of women. Just Rosie O'Donnell.
If she's even considered. No, never mind.
Speaking of Ellen, I
don't think they were talking to you.
Something different. Yeah, because I don't think I said anything. Like, are we doing something here today?
Yeah, Liberty Pool 1 to 5.
There you go.
buddy.
1 o'clock. Okay, that's why. That's why. Like, because I
it
expect
here?
her to like
Yeah.
roll
Oh,
in.
no
Here
kidding.
at the shop. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like, I guess we got a little extra time than we normally do, which is
Yep.
nice because like,
Yes, I'm not
having
going.
a great time.
Gotta go.
Yeah. You normally he's doing the PP.
Yeah, I'm
dance over
glad
there,
we're
like,
not
come on,
we're
guys,
not
I gotta
rushing
pull
this one
stuff
today.
out.
No, I would have said let's do a different one as the last if it was going to be a rushed one. Like,
Well, I
let's-
mean,
Gotcha,
yeah.
we were gonna do like earlier as the last one. Like that would like if all things being equal, if we're saying goodbye, I would have preferred to not have to wake up at 8 o'clock after going to bed at 3:10 and gargling razor blades all night.
Oh man.
But
That sounds
I was
so
like,
good.
when you confirmed that you had your plan set and the whole thing came up, and I was like, all right, well, we have to go till October 27th.
And I went,
right?
Yep.
Like, yeah, we know, Corey.
Oh yeah.
Like we could call off in between, but
Which was not intentional.
No, it was.
That was not great.
that was a moment too. Like that was nothing unusual to be driving in with all the stuff packed up, and I'm like dragging and get a text, and it's like, oh, Jason called off. And I was like, yeah, all right, par for the course. And then I walk in, and you're all bundled up, and I was like,
Yeah, I'm curled up in a parka and a beanie on my couch going,
my
I'm
God,
not
dude.
doing this, dude. And he's like, okay.
yeah, I opened the door. That was as far. My hand did not leave the door. I opened the door, and I went, oh, and he was like, yeah, I just texted you. I was like, okay, see ya, and just backed out like Homer into the fucking shrubberies.
But I was like, worst case scenario, like you and Seneca, fine, whatever. And he's like, nope, we're done. Just
no, I'm not coming in here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a biohazard area.
I kept 8 feet between me and every customer the whole time,
I
too,
came
like
in
all
and I
day.
was like, I have never seen Sam wear so much clothes.
Oh, dude, I was dying.
want nothing to do with this. I'm gone.
Hey,
I'm gonna go
I
back
lost
to bed.
17 pounds in 3 days, though.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Not a stomach issue. All from having a fever over 104 for 3 days
yeah.
straight.
Jeez.
Wow.
You're lucky it
He's-
didn't cook your brain.
It felt like it was.
He's burning for you.
I was thinking more.
Trey Mack.
BOC. No?
Hey, Trey Mack just swung in.
There he is.
Hey.
I had to let Trey know too because he's like been on this show
a
more
lot.
than anybody except for the three of us.
I think Dave, right? Is it him or Dave?
Trey's
Trey
more
got
than
him?
Dave for sure. Especially if you count when he just calls in from the bathroom.
He doesn't call in from the bathroom. You call him in the bathroom.
No. He called, and I was like, he should know that we're on the air. And so I said, you know what? Fuck him. Let's connect to Bluetooth.
Let's go.
And call him back. And then it was like, hey, man, what you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just sitting on the toilet holding hands underneath the divider with the guy next to me. It's like,
Yeah, it's on brand.
serves
Sounds
you
like
right.
a good
you know?
time.
Who was it said that their favorite episode was the corkscrew? I think it was Seneca said that.
Corkscrew?
What is
corkscrew.
the corkscrew?
Yeah, Trey Mack's addition to our show, the Ducks.
Oh,
Ducks with the wonderful-
Jesus, I tried
Yes.
so hard to forget that.
That was
I have-
that was a disaster.
There is a
It
Dr.
was
Pepper
awesome.
in my garage with a little rubber ducky on top of it because of that.
Yep.
Because of Trey
Dr.
Mack's,
Pecker, actually.
Dr. Pecker,
Yep.
Trey Mack's 23 ingredients or herbs and spices or whatever it is.
Yep. I have the duck over there that came on top of it. That
No,
the guy-
mine's still on the Dr. Pepper. Pecker.
Doc-
And it's actually crossed out and written Dr.
Oh yeah, it's,
Pecker.
the whole label's doctored up and everything. That was AJ did that one for us.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one I'd rather not. You know who else I didn't put in the official? And she won't listen, so it's fine. But Stephanie Bonacontro,
Yeah,
thank you. I think that was the first shop we went to.
that was the
with
first
Smoke.
offsite we did.
Yeah,
where it
was the
wasn't.
first. And like I remember trying to cram into that little restaurant booth
Yeah.
seating that they had.
It
up
was
front.
like, all right, rotate, switch.
And there was so much sunlight coming through that window. I'm pretty sure it just looks like a negative, like a photo negative. Like there's so much light coming in that window. It's crazy. So, I feel like
I'm speechless right now.
yeah, that's the unfortunate thing because I feel like I felt like we should give Troy some more time to say things.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And
guys.
as I
I'm
looked
just
to
along for
you
the ride
thinking
today.
that, he was like, "Yeah, I got nothing." All right, thanks, Troy. The honey badger.
Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger just don't give a shit.
There you go.
That's
wow,
pretty good.
that's a good fit too. Now I'm starting to realize the usefulness of these
Yeah,
cowboy
I mean, they
hats.
Right.
it's a utility.
It's
item.
functional.
Yeah. I mean, you get that there, and you can try and get a sausage down the side.
Hey.
I don't
The
think
honey
that's- I don't
badger's
think that's
had
gonna
enough
fly.
size.
I
but-
just realized that thing has mustard on its butthole.
yeah,
It's balloon nut.
but it's but yeah.
Have you ever
you ever actually
yanked
played?
it?
Yank me, twist me,
Go ahead,
poke
Sam.
me.
Turn them on.
bop
Is the
me?
batteries dead?
No. That's fine.
Sounds like that thing could use some WD.
Ah.
The thing is terrifying.
Oh yeah, pull me, twist, poke me. Dip me. Oh, all right, he's
I think he's on easy mode. There's no twisting.
there's
or
an
pulling.
easy mode and a hard mode.
Yeah. There's a hard mode. That's what she said.
The high score is 40.
Damn.
Wow.
To start.
That wink was disturbing.
Dip me. Stretch me. Poke me. Shake me.
This is what y'all came for.
Stretch me. Poke me.
Yeah.
Shake me. Shake me. Poke me. Twist me. Dip me. Shake me.
Yeah, we
Oh my god.
we are the carrot. We are the carrot top of podcasts. We love our.
This is
trunk
why I
full of
love the
toys.
Cigar Junkies. This is the shit
15.
Heather gave that
over the
to
years
him.
that I.
Wow.
and I remember us opening it in the garage and me going like, "Why is it glistening?"
No. Patty, you guys got this for us, right? It was Heather?
Yeah. It
Okay.
was, it was that one.
I know
was
she's
Heather.
the one that has one at work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she sent it to you.
Yep.
Or maybe it was.
Which is why I asked,
Well-
why is it glistening?
It's been around a while at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Don't ask questions you
I'm
don't want answers
surprised
to.
that like the pupils haven't been worn off yet.
Yeah. Do you want to play my sausage? Go ahead. Handle my sausage. Two hands.
I think I'll pass it on.
My-
He's
it's got
been
enough of my
sausage free
DNA
since
on it.
23.
It's got enough of my DNA. How does it feel to have a head accessory unwillingly on the
It
show?
makes absolutely no difference to
Yeah.
me.
No extra weight there.
No.
My neck.
No, dude. Like
My
this
neck
this
was
hat
like-
weighs nothing, but my other one that's over there, like that hat's heavy, so I'm used to it.
Did you make that sound?
He did.
Do it again.
My head was like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sounded better the first time.
Yeah,
but yeah.
it did. It was real bizarre the first time. I was like, "What was that?"
That's what Shannon said.
Dougie Doug said, "Thanks for the laugh, ladies." Seneca said, "Sam's about to give that thing the gluck gluck."
Dog must have finished his
Sometimes you
business.
just gotta hop to it.
Spit on that thing. And Trey Mack said, "This is disturbing." Which anybody else saying that, I'd be like, "Oh, maybe it was disturbing." But it's Trey Mack. I know he's full of it. Like,
Trey.
it didn't disturb him at all.
Trey's leaving Kentucky. I don't
Yeah.
know if you know that. He's moving to Florida.
Yeah, he's gonna be a Floridian.
He's gonna be all leather skinned, cruising the beaches
Yeah.
for 5 heads, you know?
Yeah, cruising down the street in his 6'4". Sorry,
Slapping the hose.
jacking the bitch.
Through the right, crossing knocked his old ass out because the boys and why are you making me
I was
sing?
trying
We're doing that, guys.
to encourage him to sing so that he would be in pain, and he didn't grimace like I was hoping. So you just kind of ruined my
The tequila helps.
I imagine.
Dude, I drank like 3/4 of a bottle of tequila during that show yesterday. to get
Oh, yeah?
through. Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
was great tequila, by the way.
And like true to fashion, everybody else was like, "All right, like we're old, we need to go to bed." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, you guys go." I muted everybody else and just kept playing shit.
Just kept going.
I don't know why my son is calling.
Yeah, that
me.
encore you did was great.
Shannon,
man.
if you're listening, our son wants something. I don't know what, but I can't answer the phone because he's underage. So what was your impression of the Leaning House? Because
Oh
you've
my
heard
gosh,
us
that's
like
a
do the
fantastic
commercial
place.
a million times. Right?
Fantastic place. Yeah. My gosh, being there for the first time, and I was amazed by his place. There's no words to even express.
The deck is like the standout. God damn it. Hi, Aaron. I don't know if you know this. I'm doing a show. Is everything okay? Oh, Jesus. Is she okay? Can you put her on? Do a show for a minute.
All right.
I'm guessing your Scally Cap is either the caddy or the pirate.
I think it's the caddy.
Yeah. Yep. Looks good on you.
This is one
That
of
was
my
one
favorites.
thing. That's one thing that got me into this channel was that
Yeah.
you wear Boston Scally Caps also.
Indeed, I saw an advertisement for him on Facebook, and I was like, I've been looking for a good one
Yeah.
of these for a long time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this is up my alley.
Yeah.
So I got to order a couple more of them.
They look good on you.
Hey,
They
thanks.
Look good on you.
You as well.
Thank you.
You as well. I really, really like that one. The orange. It's
I have this. Yeah, I've never had a plaid Scally, so this is my first plaid. So, but anyway, yeah, I probably got lucky on getting this one because as soon as I went up, I went ahead and ordered it. And even though I shouldn't have spent the money, but I did.
they go fast.
Yeah, it was sold out in no time. So, but yeah, the fact that you wear Scally Caps, you've been in Kimble, Nebraska. Yeah, this was a friendship meant to be. I tell you.
We're like secret brothers.
Yeah, we are,
Oh,
and we're
secret
Italian,
besties.
and we got that Italian blood in each of us.
That's
you know?
it.
So
Got a little bit of Italian.
On my first date with my wife, we went to see the B-52s, and I think it was Heart.
nice.
Yeah, that was our first date.
One of my favorite bands.
And on the way there, I was like, "Hey, Jen, you got any Italian in you?" And she was like, "Not yet."
Did you get to say it?
She said it.
But I'd like to. Yes. Oh.
That's a sure thing right there.
That's right. That's right.
And they called it Puppy Love.
Now I've got 2 kids out of the
boy.
arrangement.
Oh, fantastic.
2 wonderful children. Shout out to Emma and Joseph.
Yay. Shouting out to your kids.
No, when I'm out with my wife and I see a guy with one of these hats, like there's a scally cap.
Yeah.
I like this
can
guy.
I can point him out a mile away.
You give him the nod.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That little
RL.
creepy. Like, why are we rolling through the park with night vision? Looking at the girls jogging. I don't know about all that, but okay.
That was cool. That group came in here.
Is everything okay?
They did a night hike. So they go to South Park and they were hiking it. Everybody's got nods on there, all hiking. And
Think Michael J. Fox's dad in the tree from Back to the Future.
then afterwards, they all were in there playing foosball with their nods on, with the lights off and everything. I was like, that. They're like, you mind if? Oh, go ahead.
Do it. Just do it.
Just the use for night vision that nobody ever considered. Like, what we could do? We could play foosball in the dark.
Foosball.
Foosball is the devil.
The devil.
Well, Vicky Valancourt is not the devil, and she showed me her boobs, and I like those too.
Mama said the reason alligators are so ornery because they got all those teeth and no toothbrush.
The medulla oblongata.
We are the devil right here. This is it
devil,
right here
for sure.
This is it.
It is it. Thankfully, for everybody. Trey belongs to Pittsburgh.
Your name is Needle Dick.
Tell you what, this is a nub worthy stick right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Tell you what.
Yeah, those things are so nummy.
What else do we got going on?
Somebody in a mustard colored sweater.
Oh. So, all right. So we got. I'm trying to think of like favorite moments from the show, and I'm terrible at like recall on that kind of stuff.
How about all the ones where I filled up the big glasses of beer? And because I would always give, that was one of my favorite things to do, was just give Sam the look. And he'd quietly behind the microphone just go,
No.
and I go, uh-huh. And you go, uh-uh. Oh, uh-huh. And then, like I was training for Beer Fest, just pound it.
With Yingling?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Just.
Don't be such a snob.
It's not.
It's like drinking bread.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's
Maybe
a
we should have
lot.
had Yingling after the one chip challenge.
We did.
If there's anything you're gonna like chug, like Coors Light or Michelob Ultra or something
Thin.
like that, a nice thin beer, but Yingling.
I did it for the kids.
Oh.
I did it for the kids.
No, you
man.
did. You did it to get me to go.
Yes, I did. I did. Because the kids love it when you face palm with the microphone.
So tell me, Corey, why do you drink?
Oh, there's a lot
I'm
of
probably the
reasons.
reason why
There's a
he
lot of
drinks.
reasons. Here's the funny thing is,
Why do you blow smoke?
To get high.
wait, one
Don't know.
question at a time, guys.
Why do you?
Drink. I don't drink as often as people might think I do.
Boy, that
It's a song.
I know,
They ask him,
Only
Corey,
when
why
I don't know
do
the song,
you drink?
but I picked that.
Why do you
You probably
blow
drink when I
smoke?
repost everything.
If I was gonna do that, I'd be fucking dead. I would have had
live
alcohol
songs
poisoning a long
that
time
you-
ago.
Now it's gonna be stuck in my head all day.
No,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I get you what
That
you guys are
is
doing.
the-
I just don't know that song.
That's the nicest compliment you've ever given me.
Yeah.
and I completely missed it. What did he say?
I missed
He
it
said,
too.
"Well, you said why
I
do you
said-
drink?" And
I
he
said
said,
probably
"Every time
I repost a show, he because I've put some stuff up there. You're like, you don't have to repost everything. Why?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because the people in Kimble.
so I said he probably drinks every time I repost something. He probably drinks.
And I said, in which
That
case
damn
I'd have been dead a
fucking
long
Harper.
time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fucking Harper.
Yeah, you could take out a
reposting
city with
shit.
that one.
Yeah, it would have been over and donezo.
What you looking at, buddy?
Yeah, we're good.
You okay?
Yeah.
You see, you
Just checking.
You like
What do you
I was
guys?
trying to establish a timeline. That was a
Ryan
long
Seneca's
time ago.
blossoming right before our eyes.
What are you guys getting out of that stick down to the last quarter?
Still blood.
Still blood.
Still blood
I'm
for
getting
you.
some floral, like a blast of pepper and some floral.
Gets
Yeah.
real peppery and
Are you
real
getting
sweet
that?
at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Look
my
at
God.
Troy bringing us back on track.
Fuck
He's like,
yeah,
hey
man.
guys, remember this is a cigar
Let's
podcast.
get back on track here.
Thank God Jim Huff's not going to
This
find
is
out
the
about
last
this.
show. Don't waste my time.
Damn.
Came all the way from fucking Nebraska, man.
Jeez.
He's getting all
He's dropping
aggressive.
bombs. He's like, that. You could tell that tequila's starting to get in there.
He hitting you with
He
them
was
truth
like,
bombs.
Motherfucker, I got your shit on my arm. I could stick needles in it anytime I want to.
It's like this is how my arm voodoo doll and
That's right.
jams it with a needle.
That's a
Man.
great idea. No.
No, that's how you become a real junkie. When you start having needle holes in your arm, we don't need that kind
Oh
of
yeah,
publicity.
not that kind of dude. We're not
Yeah, we
that
don't wanna
kind
be
of
that kind
junkies
of junkie.
podcast.
Oh, that's one of my favorite moments.
Did you
whenever
notice
you
me just
came
looking
in-
at you like, go ahead?
Because that was the first time where I was like, Sam, that's not okay.
It would
And
be fun,
I-
though.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like you've got to recognize
It would have
when
been fun.
Corey tells you it's not a good idea, you have to like reevaluate your life.
I'm missing what
You know-
what we're talking about
Go ahead,
here.
Samuel.
So I said we should just change the logo and have it be a syringe with the cigar for a plunger and be like Cigar Junkies
I
dripping.
love
Oh,
that.
I like that.
I absolutely
Oh,
love that.
Reason
that might be
number
my
2
next
why it was
tattoo.
great that we didn't do it. If Jason supports it, we definitely should not have.
Absolutely. It's a great
Because
idea.
Sam
It's also
was
the
like,
fastest
we
way
need
to get
to get-
completely just
get
canceled.
canceled, yeah.
Get
Sam was
some
like,
skulls
this
and
is the
crossbones,
sticker.
but the
I wanna
crossbones
get
would be the
made.
syringes.
And we're just going to pass out these syringes to
There you
everybody.
go.
And I'm like,
Hell yes.
mm,
Hell yes.
Or syringes.
Yeah. We're not famous enough to get away with that,
So am I the first and only one to have a Cigar Junkies tattoo?
as far as I'm aware.
Fuck
God,
yeah.
I hope so.
Unless Keith Kilburn had like a wild weekend in Vegas and woke up with a tramp stamp that I'm unaware of.
I hope I'm the start of something here. I want to see a Cigar Junkies army get started. Everyone needs to get tattoos.
Like the Kiss Army.
Seth
Absolutely.
Jones.
I've got the Kiss tattoo on this arm.
Hell yeah.
Junkies
So
tattoo on
let's
this
get
arm.
some base numbers
So,
together.
I've got a sun and a mind flare.
And they both
I
have
like
tentacles.
that. I like that.
So here's the question. How many people do we need to get the Cigar Junkies logo tattooed on them to do this like this? To be like, okay, we're bringing it back. What's the number? I feel like you could say 2 and you wouldn't have to worry about it.
I was going to say 10.
I was gonna say 7, but I'm like, Troy has some weird friends. He'd probably get 7 together.
He's like, hey,
I'm just going by the associations I've currently
Yes.
seen. So, yeah, that's a
set the bar high, Sam.
I was going to start with 12, but I think 10. If 10 people,
No, 37
37
in a row.
in a row.
Nice.
I like
Yeah,
37. 37 works.
And
There we go.
if we have 37 listeners, get our logo tattooed. We'll bring it back
Right on.
like this in this capacity because it may.
I'm
Exists.
picturing a guy that goes like
If
full
we get-
psycho on it and like he
Seth-
takes a picture of it and it just looks like something else and then he zooms in a little bit and you're like, what's that? And he just like keeps zooming in and it's like this big on his arm and he's like, I mean, that
I
counts,
was
guess.
more or less just imagining Seth Jones posting on social media next week changes his Facebook profile picture to him in a Speedo with 37 Cigar Junkies logos on him.
Seth
He's
Jones
got
said
like the Valentine's Day one and the St. Patrick's Day one, and
Seth Jones said, well, you know, you need 37 listeners at least to start.
and you go, Seth. We said 37, not 36. And then he turns around and he spreads his cheeks, and there's Jason. And it's like, okay, I guess we got.
I might get that tramp stamp still.
Good grief. Yeah. Seth,
There's nobody in the parking lot, Ryan.
I hope you can see that. For those of you listening at home, I'm giving Seth Jones the middle finger.
Hi, Chris Scales. I miss her wheelchair emoji.
Yeah, that
It was way
fun.
better. Because it felt so appropriate
was
for
just
the
like-
show.
Hey.
She's like, the elderberries taste like elderberries. Schnozberries. Your father was a hamster, or mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
That's correct.
That's
correct.
Facepalm. Wow, she's fast with the emojis.
Interestingly enough, Snozberries, the guy who wrote Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, wrote another story before that, and it was some like 1920s detective thing. And the word snozberry was used to equate fellatio in that first one. And then the fact that he put it in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
The
Factory. was like,
snozberries taste like schnozberries.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you guys are playing a drinking game where every time Jason says that, you have to drink, that'll be the second time.
Where I say what?
Exactly what you just said.
Story about that?
Don't get me wrong. I didn't remember the details of it, but I know for sure that there was another time where I said schnozberries and it led into this exact.
I don't know if I
Oh,
was there. I've never
100%.
heard it.
100%.
Chris Gale said, of course you would know that.
Of course. I am a wealth of knowledge about really, really dumb things.
You are. That's a lot of the reason why I got into this show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your knowledge.
I'm,
Oh yeah.
I'm a wealth of knowledge of
Hell yeah.
stupid stuff.
I
I know that light travels at 186,000 miles a second.
I actually knew that one too. But I like Neil deGrasse Tyson, so.
We went to see him. It was cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Here's what we do. We don't bring the show back. We just rename it Deja Vu, and once a week we repost the same
old episodes.
138 episodes in order, and it's called the
I could do
Deja
that
Vu
for you.
Podcast.
After,
Troy's like, I'll do that for you.
He's
that
like,
for
I
you,
got
man.
nothing else going on. I
I'll do
live
it.
in Nebraska.
but then, no. Then
What
after
else am I
that,
gonna
once
do?
we get through all those, then it's Deja Vu times 2.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I mean, we've
Make
got.
sure you get some
we've
extra
got
balls of
400
tequila.
episodes.
And then it'll be
500.
Deja Cubed for the third one.
Deja Cube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this shit could go forever.
It could.
Infinity plus one.
And then the
That'll
fourth,
be the fourth one. Infinity and beyond.
Nah, it'll be.
Come on.
I
Get it
had it.
together.
Yeah, no, you ruined
Get your
it.
shit
It's gone.
together, Sam. Get all your shit. Put it in the corner. Get it together.
Deja ne quoi. It was something along those lines.
You sound like a retarded French kid.
Exactly, which is why I tried to back out of it.
I know that was very non-PC, but I figured we're canceling ourselves so I could get away with it. Because there was a time where a dude at work told me, like, oh, I was showing my wife your show, and she got all upset because you said the R word. And I was like, there's an R word? What's the R word? And he told me, and I was like, well, I feel like as a representative of the disabled community that I'm okay. Like, it's like you can say the N word if you're black. Like I can say the R word. You know what I mean?
Seneca said Jason would be good on some game show that airs at 2 a.m. on a channel that nobody cares about and wins a grand prize of $500. And Chris Scales goes, right, Jason, I'll take category fellatio for $200.
I'm glad she put.
You'd be unstoppable.
She's really lucky she put the category in there. 'Cause
Yeah.
if she was just like, I'll take a fellatio for 100. Jason was like, $100 is $100. Let's go. Watch out for the gray hairs. They tickle.
Man, I don't. Chris, that was a sick burn.
Dude, that was a really good
That was
bird.
a
Like
sick
she
bird.
wrote that whole thing in a second.
I don't ever want to get on your insult list.
As
No,
we stated
ever.
previously.
You do not ever want to
That
be
is a
staring.
scary person.
You don't want to be staring down the barrel of that flip flop.
Well, and add in the fact that like you've got her and she's terrifying, and then you have that grizzly bear behind her, the good-looking grizzly bear behind her.
Good looking grizzly.
Jeff's an imposing man.
That's not accurate. Polar bear. Good looking polar
Very
Well
bear.
played, well played.
Yeah. That's my cuddle bear. That's the episode of The Simpsons where like everyone steals the office supplies and Mr. Byrne catches him, and Lenny's got his bear from his office, like the stuffed bear, and he's like, Lenny, my bear? And he was like, I just wanted somebody to cuddle with. And he's like, that's my cuddle bear. I shot him. I loved him. He's mine.
It's my cuddle bear.
And that's exact. Chris has had that conversation with somebody about Jeff. That's my cuddle bear. I shot him. I loved him. He's mine.
The problem is the conversation always has to happen with you.
Yeah. I got no problem with
Yeah,
it.
okay. Acceptance.
It'll be okay.
I can't believe I'm here today with you guys.
I could see.
I
you
can't
just
believe you
being a
came
little
here
out.
today
I have
either.
been-
Nobody else can believe it either. Like, we need receipts from your plane tickets.
I mean, I'm
to
actually
get
sitting
people
here
to
with you
believe it.
guys. This is.
We can't
Man.
believe you want to be.
You
Yeah, believe it or
chose
not,
this
I
mistake.
did want to be.
Just remind me to never go to Nebraska. You know what I mean? Like, if you're sitting there going,
Don't go to Kimble.
you know what my life goal is?
Nothing
Like,
like it.
my
Unless you want to
bucket
see that
list.
grain silo that.
If your bucket list
Jason
includes
Harper.
sitting at this table and hanging out with us, God, you need something to live for.
Kimble, Nebraska reminded me of El Rama.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like where the power
Yeah.
plant is.
Yeah.
Yeah, El Rama. You're driving down the road
And you're like, what's that smell?
and you're
That's
like,
that's
oh,
not
there's-
from them. That's Ashland.
Oh, there's a neighborhood here. Boom, you're through El Rama.
Yep.
That's it. It's done. It's over
Yeah,
with.
it's a town.
which I just
never
went
heard
through
of.
El
You will
Rama
never-
recently
you
to
know?
go to
Yeah.
that witch festival.
Absolutely.
You guys have a grocery store. They don't even have that.
Yeah, El
Wow.
Rama does not have a grocery store.
Wow.
They have 2 bars, but no groceries.
One and a
The
half.
interview.
1.5.
The interview, that's all it reminds me of. They're driving along. Look, they've got grocery stores. Look, there's a fat kid.
Yeah,
That's a great movie.
it was
I
a
don't
fun
care
one.
what anybody says. I don't care if
that
that is cause
tiger
for
was
nuclear.
going around.
Yeah.
They
He's
were
like-
hanging out in that tank.
Yeah.
Remember when they're like, you need to put it in your butt? And he like holds up this giant like location beacon thing. It's so big. You got to put it in your ass. He got honey potted.
That's what she said.
Look at that.
What is the Mall of El Rama?
Baby?
Marcy said they have the Mall of El Rama.
Firework.
I do.
There you go. Whispers.
These things were.
That should have been in your set list last night, Corey.
Yeah, that's a gender bender. I don't know if I could do. Adele, Miley Cyrus, and Natalie Imbruglia.
Imbruglia.
Every time I say it, they say it's wrong.
Dollar General. That would be the Mall of El Rama. Dollar General.
Dude,
Thank you.
how come you can have a brand new, just built grand opening Dollar General, and you walk into that shit and it looks post-apocalyptic in that motherfucker?
It's by design.
With employees that are on their first day that look like they've been working there for 18 years and haven't gotten a night's sleep since they started.
Yep.
You know what you should do? You should do that song by Vanessa Carlton,
I don't know
1,000
who.
Miles.
How about just a dent, 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 I don't,
And I miss you.
Yep, that one.
See, all I could think was it's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
You could do that too.
Hey.
When you said the 1,000 miles, all I
You
could think
need
was,
to,
and
yes.
I would walk.
Oh, that's the,
Yeah, I tried to do
Hold on,
that.
I got to
one.
brain
Did you?
myself.
Yeah, I did.
The-
That was on my attempted songs, but I
You couldn't
figure out
find
the music.
a good person to do.
The Proclaimers, that's it. Proclaimers, 1,000 Miles.
When I wake up,
When I wake up,
yes, I know I'm gonna be a junkie on a podcast. Yeah,
And I'll be sitting here and junkieing with you.
and Sam's just sitting there going, "Yeah, this is why this has to end."
I've been sitting here singing
Trying to find myself.
the song from Salute Your Shorts,
I
but
get
instead of Camp
behind.
Wanawana, I was using the Cigar Junkies podcast.
You make me wanna fart.
Junkies, I don't wanna.
The Cigar Junkies podcast. We hold you in our hearts. And when we think about you, it makes me want to fart.
Can't wanna.
The thingy came apart,
Yeah, this
which
thing.
that's like the equipment.
Yeah.
It's like it's just try to adjust the camera, and like for some reason, film falls out of it.
A roll of film comes out of the camera, and you're like,
Oh shit!
this is digital.
Yeah,
That doesn't make much sense.
that and neither does anything else on this show, does it?
I did get I was very relieved on Monday. I was on the Beyond the Humidor podcast with those guys, and they had more technical issues than us.
No
Oh,
shit.
dude,
they're
their Mevos
professionals,
went
bro.
insane.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to have video for that episode. It was
Wow.
it was just start to finish for them, just a nightmare.
Wow.
I was like, yes.
That's one thing this show has definitely taught me was how to like troubleshoot
on the
under
fly.
pressure.
There's a new cord over there. Go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And we ended the way we started. Like, oh shit.
Yep.
Grab another cord.
Did you know my mic stand has been adjusted 47 times? It's just been it will
in a
not.
row?
Yeah, at least Yeah. It is just nonstop and like, and I'm shorter.
That's
Okay,
thank you. I feel that one. That's mostly what I remember is a lot of
Yeah.
That's pretty much the feeling I get. That and the alarm going off and me going for the last year. That's it. Like I literally got out of bed this morning and Shannon rolled over and I didn't even know she was conscious. She rolled over and was like getting cuddled back up, and she's like, "Don't worry, honey. It's the last time you have to do this shuffle." And I was like,
Yeah.
I go into the bathroom and I'm hoping brushing my teeth is going to calm the burning in my throat, and it just isn't.
It's not helping.
No.
That's
antifreeze, just pouring it in there.
what was it? Not this past time where we had an episode hiccup, but I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And I told Britt, I'm like, I had to sit there from 8 o'clock till like 11 and just be open. So like, I can't wait to trim the hours down.
Yeah, there've been some moments. You know, like it's funny, even but with it being like one of the worst audio quality shows we've ever done. Steve Saka still has the most views for any episode we ever did because he's Steve Saka.
Really? Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's funny because we looked at the audio afterward. And you can see where we talk and
Steve
where
Saka.
Steve talks because Steve is coming through Zoom, right? And so, like, where we're up and down on the audio wave file, Steve's is just straight
It's a solid
across.
block. And then there's us. And there's a solid block.
No.
There's us.
The whole episode, if the episode is this big, it's a solid block the whole way with 3 little spikes in it where we got to be like, so Steve.
And he'd start talking.
He just went. Yeah. And it was a great show. But the audio quality was terrible. God, I hate Zoom. It's like he was like, oh, yeah, well, I could call in and we could do it. I'm like, no.
Doesn't work like that.
I hate doing Zoom calls.
Yeah, those
or any equivalent of it.
weren't
We
great.
tried other softwares. We tried to find something. They're all horrible.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
because that was like the one thing that I brought into this was like I spent a lot of years with recording equipment, you know, doing some level of audio engineering, and I felt like that had, you know, given me some preparation for this. And so it was like, okay, the content could be horrible, and it has been. But at least the sound quality will be good. Like that's one of the good things. Like the equipment's good, the audio quality is good everywhere. And
It really is.
Yeah.
I agree.
I still remember the one time that Earl was like driving to Florida in his slingshot, and they were complaining. This was before I'd put it in the studio one and bump the audio level. Like we would just
used to be
post
so
it,
quiet.
and it was really quiet. And he's like, "Yeah, I would have your show turned up to max because like I'd max my volume out in the car." And then we'd laugh or something, and it would just like almost blew his windows out. Or the next podcast would come on, and it's like normal volume, and it blows eardrums.
Yeah.
And it's like,
there was some rough patches on that at the beginning.
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why it became a standard for us to have to import it into Studio One and bump the levels up, and then go in and like cut all of the
really
things that
high
were
spikes.
super loud. But we zoned it in over time.
We got a lot better about not having as many of those spikes.
Yeah. We've learned it a little bit.
Well, you guys have.
Well, there have been times where I have gone in in post, and I would cut out parts where Corey would be really loud, and I'd cut that part out and I'd shrink down the.
Now is the appropriate time for that.
we had to do that. Like I would do it a lot too.
Yeah.
Like that used to be like a solid part of figuring it until we kind of learned how to buffer everything to be relatively the same, and you could just turn it all up.
So Troy, I came up with a way of alerting Corey that he's being a little too loud.
A woo girl.
Yep. So if you want to take a look down at the monitor here,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would
That
put up
fits.
the Ric Flair over
Hell
top
yeah,
of
man.
it.
I wonder how many episodes you did that before I saw it. Because
At least
there's a
one that I know of.
realistic chance that it made it a few.
Oh, absolutely.
I know there was one that you didn't see it. I don't remember any
And
others.
he and I were just
You guys having a great time.
Racking up.
laughing because it was one of those mornings where you just tied one on.
Well,
I think we were doing the show over there when I did it at the barrel table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when it was against the wall.
I didn't know it until we got here for sure.
I started it over at the barrel table. Yep, and I would just real quick. I would go over and you'd be doing something and I'd just bring up the Ric Flair for a couple seconds.
Hey man, I was drinking for the kids. You know what I mean?
That's the way to take one for the team.
Who's got fire? I need fire. The fire's it's behind the coffee mug. Yeah, man. Like, dude, how many days? Even in the garage. Like in the garage, it was a little easier. We'd walk in and it'd just be the two of us.
Yeah,
and we'd look at each other and go, "Uh-oh." And I think that's when the tequila started for me. That was when I look at him and I was like, he's got nothing. And he'd look at me and I'd go, I've got nothing.
Yep.
But we've got to do a show.
Empty tank.
And so I would go, well, I've got tequila, and just go blam in the beginning of the show. And that would, give me, it's like smelling salts. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's the cue. Like
that is something I wanted to do on the show.
Smelling salts?
I just kept forgetting to do it. Yeah.
Dude, that would have been so cool.
Just to watch the reactions of everybody being like,
you want to do a Corey shot?
No, I'm good. I choose life.
Oh, you know what? Another one of my favorite moments from the show is when RJ and I smoked the cigar together.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Clearly, the Lady and the Tramp. We could tell you were
fun.
digging that one. It was all fun and games until you all started stroking each other's faces, and then it was like, what is happening?
We had that was so bizarre, man.
Yeah,
because we went
to the party because that's what we were all thinking.
We went to the Boston Pittsburgh game the night before. And I'd stayed at his house that night.
Snuggle time.
So in other words, they were practicing.
No, you know what it was? The cigar relieved all the sexual tension.
But on the way home,
I think we
went to the casino. I won $1,300 at the casino playing craps. On the way home, we're in downtown Pittsburgh, and I looked over and I see 3 EMS people, a woman, and a man. And they're standing up. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I'm like, what is that EMS guy doing? And the man and the woman are standing face to face.
Oh.
And the EMS guy has his hand out like in between them at crotch level, and he's not looking. And he has got this look on his face like, I hate my life. And I really, really, really want to know what was going on there.
Speaking of EMS people that hate their life, notice that Lindsay shows up for the show, but is the whole way across the room and wants nothing to do with Brian.
Far from these people as I
She's
can.
like, I will come
I know
in.
she said way on the other side.
She says,
I will not hold back. I'll smack a bitch.
she was like, I'll come, but I ain't gonna sit next to Phineas. Dudes that own birds, something wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're a dude with a bird, something.
I freaking hate
your
birds,
your life trajectory went off course somewhere.
No, Seth Jones. She refused to sit on her bucket.
Oh.
You know where it's at?
I think Seneca started to complain that it was smelling too much like the ocean. He's like, no more salt buckets, you know?
Nope, not touching it.
Oh, dude, we got 13 live viewers.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like Friday night numbers, you know?
It's all the people thankful. They're like, oh, it's finally gonna
They just came to make sure this is the last one.
They're like, this train wreck is finally coming to a halt.
It's fine. We're just here to make sure you guys don't ever do this again. Pretty much, I think, is what it comes down to. Yeah. It's been a ride though.
It has, man.
It has, and it's a shame. But like, to be honest, Troy, today's enthusiasm is mostly due to you. You've put an injection into all of us.
Thank you.
To get this.
Well, you guys have done the same for me.
I feel like you need to duplicate their first date and ask him.
Yeah.
Jason, you look like you're leaking Nebraska baby butter over there. Are you all right? No.
Oh, I thought I was lactated.
No, man, like for sure. But this is the thing is like this does feel really good and it's a great way to go out.
Yes.
But like this is the kind of fun that used to be all the time.
Yeah.
And because it used to be like, okay, cool. Like the week's over. It's podcast time. We'll hit that button and we'll just be like, have a great time. And now it's like Sunday. It's like going to church. It's like,
That's true. This has been our church.
Cigar
like-
Church.
like nobody wants to do it, but you feel like if you don't do it, if you don't show up, you're going to go to hell.
Well, this has been my religion, that's for sure.
Everybody that listens feels like they're already in hell.
They're like, we've been here this entire time. Why? Just release us.
Well, at
Like
least
the fly.
so the new number, it'll be 138 in a row. Now we took a few off. Yeah.
That's pretty
instead of
good.
What did we
though.
take? 2 or 3? 3? I think we had 3 weeks that we didn't cover out of that the whole time period.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
For people,
Keep going up.
for people that made zero monetary gain for doing this
going.
for the last 3 years. Like, we have nothing to show for this except for a dude from Nebraska in an orange hat, like with a tattoo for some reason. Like that. What are we doing?
Don't worry about it.
I was just making sure there's not
We're
going to
reading
be.
comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just checking because I was like, oh, is the toasty guy going to come up in front of my face on the camera?
Chris Scales just said, "Let me go, Lord. Let me go."
Boy, butter works better.
Ben said,
And
somebody give
BGB.
Frodo a phone book to sit on.
What?
Oh, you missed above
My
that where
feet
he
are
said,
pretty
"Oh, I know
hairy.
why you guys are done. You have a hobbit on the show, and he's got to go look for a ring."
Why the end?
I got
Because you have
rings,
a hobbit
bitch.
on the show. Shouldn't he be looking for a ring?
Although I do have some hairy toes. I got hobbit feet for sure.
Hobbit's feet.
Hobbit feet.
Corey
Oh,
wants
say it
BGD
one-
to shoot baby butter
old
all
time's
over his
sake.
bald head.
Say it.
Hobbitses?
Yes.
Stupid Hobbits.
There you go.
But the Hobbits is his friend. You don't have any friends.
That's accurate.
This is really good.
I practiced that one
Okay.
a lot.
Okay. We need two other ones.
Dude,
from-
I'm not a cricket, bro.
There's one.
Mhm.
What's the other one? The main impersonation. Give us the Cram the Frog.
Welcome to Just Dipped Cigars, a very fine establishment here in South Park, Pennsylvania. We're very happy to have you. Yeah, we have some bacon cooking in the back. She was a cheating bitch, and she's going to be delicious.
Sam free flowed one last time on the show. I'm starting to concern myself with maybe you're that Kermit that's like terrorizing the internet where he pops out like, on the live chat and then this zucchini.
So,
Hey, what are
do
you
you
doing?
do you come on here a lot? Can I show you something? Big and green. Hi.
Dude, that's
A
hysterical.
bottle of Jergens.
Yeah.
Like, "Ah."
Jergens is for jerkin.
One of my favorite ones of that is when it's Kermit the Frog, and
Oh, no.
you remember back in the day the 2 girls 1
Yes.
cup thing.
It's my
And
favorite
it was
one.
Kermit. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
no. Oh. And he
Oh.
brings over the the Jergens lotion just comes in from out of frame.
oh,
He's
oh,
like,
no.
Oh, yeah, keep doing that.
Almost there. Yes, go.
And that feels like as good a place as any, doesn't it?
boom goes."
We should
the
probably have a
dynamite.
moment of silence, don't you think, before we?
We got to give
Yeah.
it 3 more minutes.
This shit's been dead for a long time. I got 3 minutes. Don't you worry about it. 3 minutes is
That's
my
about
max,
all he
but I
has.
could do it.
That's
right.
That's all he needs. 3
All right.
minutes.
So if you didn't know, you should be here at 1:00 for the Liberty Pool event, where we got Ellen coming in
Yeah.
to fill this place with fine.
We got a
distilled
bunch of stuff
spirits.
coming up. Mind if I throw a couple of them out there real
Oh,
quick?
please do.
Go ahead.
It's on the notes.
Yeah.
For us to talk about the things.
Yeah, we got
I don't know what they are.
today we got Liberty Pool. This coming Monday, which is going to be the 30th. No, what is
28th.
my watch is off.
Monday is the 28th.
Yeah, the 28th will be ladies' night here at the shop. Cigars and sipping. There's a guy over there who put his arms up for that, which is awkward because we call him Appletini. Then Tuesday is going to be our
Appletini
karaoke
Tuesday?
night with DJ Marky Mark over there.
That's
Karaoke.
who that guy is.
And then November the 2nd,
ever get a good
Saturday,
mixer?
November 2nd is going to be our Halloween party. Our theme
Okay.
is dress as what you wanted to be in the 5th grade.
Ah,
So
Boobs?
Yeah. You wanted to be boobs?
I mean,
You wanted someone to motorboat you?
boobs.
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 I mean boobs, but
Yeah.
boobs.
I mean, that's boobs.
yeah.
And don't forget, next week, Tuesday, November 5th, not only is it election day, it's my birthday.
It's his birthday.
So
Happy
two
birthday.
horrible
Happy
things in one day.
Yes, 2 horrible things in one day.
What? We can't end the show without mentioning Jeff Goldblum.
It's
I mean, it started with Jeff Goldblum. It's got to
Life
end with Jeff
finds a
Goldblum.
way.
Jeff Goldblum.
I did have another thing
he's
though,
old.
like before the outro. So, all right, kicking yourself today because you didn't make it to the Leaning House last night for the awesome festivities and
That was an awesome
the
night.
party. I get it. You should hate yourself. You're a horrible person and you're probably going to hell. But if you want to redeem yourself, no worries. The Strum Junkies are at the Pittsburgh Cigar Community's ambassador for Halloween, apparently, because we're going to be playing the Puffin' Stuff Halloween party in Robinson on Halloween night from 6 to 9. So I got a reason to pack a bunch of shit and drive across the state again to come home from hunting camp to do a show and then drive right back to hunting
Turn
camp.
around,
for
drive
the
right
last
back.
couple of days.
You realize I work 3 to 11 all week, right?
I don't care.
He's like, yeah,
I should
don't want you
realize
there.
that because you're working my schedule. But the nice thing about being off is I don't know when I was supposed to work and I don't care.
You were supposed to work daylight. They switched me and Craig.
Yeah. Y'all got the flippity dippities. So yeah, man, we're gonna be hanging out over in Robinson, and we're gonna just like everything else, deja vu, man. Here we go again on our own, going down the only road we've ever known.
Yeah, that one.
That's the opening song for set 2, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, little white snake for you.
Troy Harper,
Should,
you want
should
to?
I
was a
show
great
my
one.
white snake on the way out?
No, God,
okay.
no. Help
Okay.
us. You're White Rothschild. To talk about Harper's Cigar Lounge for a moment.
You want me to talk about my
Do you
channel?
want to plug
Yeah,
yourself?
plug, dude.
Absolutely. Plug it. Plug away.
Plug
All right.
yourself. Here, if you
Oh
need
gosh, where do I even
help,
start?
if you need help plugging yourself.
I mean, if you're more
We got-
advanced,
Oh
Yeah.
man, oh.
we got options.
Dang.
Gosh, I've been very busy with it. I'll be honest. In between work and everything, I've
Cow
been busy.
tipping.
Just started a new one up called Smoking Metal. Main
sounds
focus on that is what
Carcinogenic.
pairing great heavy metal hard rock music with a great cigar. So they go hand in hand with each other. Yeah, I've got a lot of ideas and things planned, but my first podcast that I started in the beginning, I'll be starting season 3 early November. And that's again based around hard rock heavy metal cigars, premium cigars. I'll continue on with the Dropping the Ash podcast, the Troy Marcia cigar review, which is Italian-based cigar show.
Meatballs.
Discussing a lot of Italian cigars, Italian themed stuff. Got some great Italian music in the background usually, for all you Italians out there. Looking
That's
for some great Italian cigars.
Exclusive.
So I'll
No,
keep promoting that.
You don't have to be Italian to listen.
No, you don't have to
Oh,
be Italian
okay.
to listen to it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm gonna keep.
Do you
having
have to
fun
wear
with it,
Scully?
Keep coming up with new ideas, and I'm sorry.
Do you have to wear a Scully to watch that show?
No, you do
Okay.
not.
Just
Good,
I
checking.
'cause
encourage
ain't
it
doing
though.
You do you?
Yeah,
I
not
encourage
gonna
it.
happen.
Yes.
As long as it's the Bastin one.
Exactly.
Here's what I learned. There's going to be a future date somewhere in Nebraska where they're going to go, "What brought you to the emergency room tonight, Mr. Harper?" And he's going to go, "I shouldn't have been headbanging while I was smoking a cigar." And yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna look real good with an eye patch and the Scully cap at the same time.
yeah, buddy.
Listening to the entire Ride the Lightning album, smoking the Christoph Pissed Off.
Yeah, no,
Or the
I
Pissed Off Christoph. Whatever.
Two things work.
Yeah, either way.
here in January I'll have my first major musician artist on my show. It's Martin Modnick from the from the German metal band Accept. So I'm very excited about that.
Jason's like, "Ooh, I don't know who that is."
Their biggest hit, believe it or not, was called Balls to the Wall back in
Been
the
there.
80s. So
Don't want to do that when it's cold.
that could
outside.
be a good theme song for whatever comes up in the future with you guys.
Balls to the walls and chickens on the scalp.
But anyway,
That just
no.
reminded me of the AC/DC song "Big Balls."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Which that could be taken in a lot of different ways.
You should do that song.
Should I?
The AC/DC
Yes.
song "Big Balls."
I feel like it'd be false advertising.
But we've got
The biggest balls of them all.
I surely do not.
You don't know the song?
I do. I just wanted
Early.
to.
But you
stuff,
understand the
man.
balls that they're referring to.
No.
Ballrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ballroom,
ballrooms.
ball
Yeah.
like ball gown, like big fancy. What'd you think it was
My
about?
balls are always
But when you listen to it
bouncing
for the
to
first time,
left
you're not
and to
thinking
the
of
right.
ballrooms.
And everybody comes and comes again.
Yeah, there's a lot of innuendos in that.
Although we need 20 minutes in between.
Fancy big balls.
Yeah. Like
swinging
with
to
glitter?
the left and swinging to the right.
Glitter? No. Not
Glit-
chlamydia.
Glitterous?
Hey. Okay, that's as good a place to fucking end this shit as
Chlamyderous?
anywhere.
No, there's a lot of great things coming
That's
for
'cause
my
Corey
channel.
doesn't
there
know
really
where
is,
it's
so
at.
You guys stay tuned. Stay tuned to it. So
I can't find it. I'm looking everywhere.
no, I want to
It's-
say thank you just real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to say as much as I've promoted you guys and discussed you guys have done the same for me, and I just want to say thank you for getting me noticed too. You know, so
Absolutely. We
Oh, yeah,
noticed it,
brother.
buddy.
Troy,
we see you
we've
shining.
been in this together.
It's
so.
our pleasure, man. You like I said before, man, you've been the super fan, and
I always will be.
it
I'll
has
continue.
It has been a cool thing to experience for
Great.
sure.
Well, likewise.
If there
guys.
was ever anybody
Likewise.
that was going to author the Cigar Junkies Bible, it would be this guy. It'd be
I'm
like
already in the
Genesis
starts of
chapter
writing my
1,
fr-
and he
Yep.
said, "I am not
already
a cricket,
writing it.
bro. thou are not a cricket."
Thou shalt not be a cricket, bro.
Something like that. Something along those lines. Thank
Been a
you,
great
everybody.
ride, guys. Really
Everybody at this table, thank you for your investment of time that you will never get back to hang out with us on Fridays, Saturdays, Wednesdays, whenever we've done it. Smoke cigars with us. I know I've enjoyed the free cigars over the years. It's been a great time, man. Met incredible people. I have friends.
Absolutely.
Speaking of incredible people, there they are.
Who's they?
Incredible people.
Who they?
Incredible
Oh, look at
people.
that.
Da-na-na. Incredible
That light
people.
really washes
Incredible
the room out,
people.
doesn't it?
That's all right.
Ew.
Cheers to all of you out there.
Thank all of you guys. Everybody
Thank
sitting
you.
out there. Thank you guys.
Don't
guys
know
have
where
been
you guys
wonderful.
were all
And
the other
Lindsay.
Sundays, but
And Lindsay. Lindsay's in the back. Right there.
she's salty.
I think you just poked her eye out.
Kids in the hall, pinch her head.
I crush your head. I crush your head.
No, seriously, it's been awesome. There are friends that I've made from this show that I'm gonna be friends with for life because
Absolutely.
of this. It has been everything I wanted it to be, and maybe someday it will be again. But for the time being, if this is it, I've loved spending time, wasting time with all you guys. And thank you guys for hanging out with us for 138 of these
Wow.
ridiculous episodes.
Amazing.
Sam,
Salud.
say the things.
Peace out.